look at tweet. I also need to turn off emote only off. Huzzah. Here we go. Testing, testing. My mic is working. Yes, it is working. Huzzah. After this Wednesday when I was streaming for 5 minutes and no one could hear me, I get a little paranoid, you know? Just a little bit. Just a smidge. Just the tiniest bit. Hello, Susie. Hello, hello, hello. Welcome to the stream. Give me just one moment to finish spamming all the various chats that I'm in to let them know that I am live. How are you doing today, my dear? Did you have a fun time flirting with my wife? Woof! Hello, Jen. Are you a dog? Is that what we're doing now? I don't judge, but I just would like to know ahead of time. Alright, so I think I've spammed everywhere that I can spam. Let me just verify. Yep, no, we're good there. Someone sent me a heart emoji. Yeehaw! Hello, Tegan. How are you doing today, my friend? You doing alright? And I'll fucking do it again. You don't know what we're doing. Okay. Well, that's fair. I suppose that's fair. Let's see, what am I missing? I feel like I'm missing something. Maybe it was because Wednesday was so fraught with fuck-ups that I'm, like, paranoid. But I feel like I've forgotten something important. I'm sure it'll come to me. We'll figure it out one way or another. How are you doing today, Jun? You're having a good Friday? You having an alright Friday? I've had an okay Friday. Work was slow-ish, so I got what I needed to get done, and I came home, and that's been pretty much it. I'm not exhausted, but I'm not, like, perky or anything, you know? I am ready to play the game, but, you know, aside from that, big stretch. Oof. I mean, nothing's gone wrong, knock on wood. So yes, I'm having a good Friday. That is fantastic. As long as it's not a bad Friday, then it is a good Friday. And I will live by those words, even if I don't fully believe them. You slept in late? Oh, to be a Jun sleeping in late on a Friday. I'm not allowed to sleep in late. If I try, Brisket pounces me and tries to kill me in my sleep. If I am not up with the sun to give him his kibbles, it is the end of the goddamn world, and he will not let this rest. I know, woe is you, sleeping in on a Friday. Oh, if we could all be so lucky. If only. The only downside of my Friday so far is that I was supposed to have an Amazon package show up. I purchased a little handmade stamp, a little ink stamp, that leaves behind a mark in the shape of a Mario star. But then I was like, well, shit, I didn't get any ink to go along with it. So I ordered some ink, and it was supposed to arrive today, and Amazon said, have fun with your package. And I'm like, well, where is it? And they're like, what do you mean, where is it? We delivered it. I'm like, no, you didn't. My neighbors don't have it. Not in the mailbox. Not in the ditch near the mailbox. Not on my porch. Where is it? And Amazon's just like, well, I mean, if it's not there by Monday, then call us. And I'm like, thanks. I wanted to do Mario Star stuff now. But it's fine. Not in the ditch. The ditch was the first place I looked. I thought they might have put it on top of the mailbox and knocked it over. Hello, Ariel. Welcome to the stream. We'll be starting in just 1 minute. Just 1 minute, everyone. Give people a little more time to filter in. For all of the shit that I gave Twitch for their, that Twitch deserves for their lack of support with this whole hate rate issue, I am actually really glad that I'm streaming to Twitch again, as opposed to, trying to figure out how the fuck YouTube works. For all of this shit that Twitch refuses to take responsibility for, they do have the better platform in terms of, actual features. YouTube is, obviously was not meant to be a streaming service. It has a tacked on. To people who like YouTube, I mean, more power to them. But this is definitely more. This is more my speed. Maybe if I had made my content specifically for YouTube, it might have gone a bit better. But nah. I actually have analytics. It's a Wacom situation. You know that the company's shit. They won't fucking fix the issues that have plagued them for years. But also, like, there's no other company that really does what they do. So it's like, screwed if you do, screwed if you don't. It would be nice if Twitch knew they weren't the biggest fish on the block, you know? I mix up like 3 different phrases with that, but whatever. C'est la vie. Oh, Wacom's had issues for years. Like, I used to use Wacom back in 2010, and they had some really shitty customer service issues, and certain products just, there was issues they knew about and refused to fix. It's, yeah. Alright, we are going to get started. So, here we go. Howdy, farmhands. My name is Gata, and welcome to the stream. We are back on the Mercury SMP server once again, back up in my cloud storage. We are ready for another fun-filled day with Minecraft. So yeah, let's get into it. How are you all doing? I'm gonna take my hat off actually, so you can see my actual proper skin for once. How are we all doing today? As I mentioned earlier, I am having an okay day. Not a great day, but an okay day, and that's all we can really ask for. There are a couple of things. Is it already getting nighttime in the server? Hold on. Is the sun setting? I think the sun's setting. Should probably stay up here until we can sleep the night away, just to be safe. So what has changed since we last streamed? Not a whole lot, I'm gonna be honest with you. With the day off Twitch that took place on Wednesday, and then my own personal life stuff, I have not been able to really do a lot of grinding on the server. I know that other players have. Raglan and Rent specifically have been doing a lot of work, but I was not really able to join them. I said hello for a little bit. I did get some, is my music too loud for you guys? I'm gonna lower it just real quick, just to be safe. There we go. Yeah, no, everyone else has had some good times on the server, but I have been absent. Tegan survived surgery. Congratulations. How are you feeling, dear? Are you still loopy from the medicine, or like what's the sitch with that? They let you keep your teeth. Huzzah! Congratulations. Hey, Herbert. We gotta get a name tag for you, my friend. Yeah, I came onto the server, I want to say on Thursday, or no, Tuesday rather. And I gathered up all my crops once. You can see in some spots here and there, they're still trying to grow back. They're not at 100%. But I collected all my crops once. I put them up in the cloud storage. I tried to get some more cows going, but it's not really going great. Oh, why are there 2 cows down there now? That's not. There's supposed to be 2 up here. We gotta work on this. But that's a problem for future us. I want to show you what we have done since we did last stream. I did a little more work on the creeper barrel. For those of you who were not here last week, we have started to set up our very first business. It is a restaurant/gift shop called the Creeper Barrel. The cows are kept moist and supple. Moisturized cow. Exactly. You understand me. You understand me perfectly. I gotta get a button for that. Hold up. No. Get back here. Okay, we're good. Yeah, no, Creeper Barrel. It's a restaurant and gift shop, mostly a gift shop, where we shall be selling fancy farmer-related merchandise. We're going to eventually add a second floor onto it for like premier merchandise, but for the time being, it is just basic stuff, just for emeralds. Let me think. So last week we were playing with Ren, and we were having connection issues. Remember that? We ended up had to give up early. I came on about an hour or so ago, and I finished the roof. Huzzah! So here we are. Here's the creeper barrel. We're going to be adding a second layer on here eventually. Not today, but eventually. I gotta actually gather all this stuff up now that I am here. Let's just go ahead and suck all this. There we go. There we go. It's fine. It's fine. Okay. So yeah, welcome to Creeper Barrel. And we go inside, and you can see that, you know, got a person who'll be standing here, and they'll be like, oh, how can I help you? Please wait to be seated. So over here we have some uniforms set up. The farmer boots, farmer pants, farmer shirts, unfortunately, are currently empty. We need a lot more leather in order to make all of these going. The only thing we really properly have in stock is the farmer hats. And even those, one of these need to be for me, actually. Oop, there we go. So our farmer hats are all in stock. We have oranges, we have pears, we have green apples, and then over here we have our dessert case. Huzzah. And a little seating area back here where you get your food and you come back here and you can sit and eat and just hang out and that sort of thing. We need to finish stocking this bad, so I do want to work on our leather issue today. But this is what we worked on. I commissioned Ren to make a vending machine that will allow people to buy rubies out this way. Is it a mod? We are using a texture pack. Let me see if I can't get the name up real quick. It is a texture pack. It is the Custom Editions by Just Tim. Everyone on the server is supposedly using this texture pack. And I'm looking into how to make a proper CIT pack on my own, so I can make a custom texture pack for the server, for Mercury SMP specifically, combining some other packs to make it easier for everyone to download their stuff. But yeah, let's see. I was told, while we're in Jericho, I was told that a shop had just opened up, and I'm not sure where it is. I think this is like the little inn. What does it say? Welcome to Jericho. I think this is the little inn. Yeah, this is the little inn where people can rest and stay the night. Because mods are really hard on SMPs. They're not necessarily hard, but they require more resources. And we already have issues with a few creators not having... Oh, that's probably what it is over there. We have an issue with a few creators not having the computer strength to really... Oh, hello. What is going on here? I like how they've added some structural support. Is there anything down here? No, it's just cave they've lit up. Okay, I like this. I like this. Very nice. Can I hop up this way? Let's see. Honey and comb. Oh, this is interesting. Ooh. Oh wow, this is expensive. 2 diamonds per stack of honeycomb. Ooh, boy, oh boy. 9 diamonds per stack of honey block. Well, I mean, it is a full stack, but dear God, these prices. I have like 1 diamond to my name. Is this the going rate on the server? I'm asking next to nothing for my shit if that's the case. I'm asking for emeralds. And they want 2 diamonds a stack. Okay. Damn. I gotta up my game. Holy shit. Not sure how I feel about that, if I'm being entirely honest with you. Villager noise. I gotta figure something out about that. That's bad inflation. I don't know if it's just because everyone is so much richer than I am, undercut the entire economy. True. If I can offer it for a lower price, then they'll all come to me. But still, it's hard times, gotta. Apparently so. Like, I'm asking for 1 emerald for a chocolate cupcake, and they want 2 diamonds for honeycomb? What the fuck? I mean, I don't have any honeycomb. So, I guess if they have the demand, they have the resources, they can set the demand at whatever they want. They can set the prices whatever they like. That feels bad, though. Honey is precious. Honey is precious and not easily farmable, so maybe that balances out. But 9 diamonds? 9 diamonds? What the fuck? What the fuck? Oh, well. Ah, well. We will figure it out eventually. So let's head back. What were we talking about? Oh, yeah. So with Minecraft mods, even if they're fabric mods, what the fuck? Bruh? Hello? What the shit, man? Anyway. Oh, hi, Abby. Welcome to the stream. Haven't seen you in a hot minute. How are you doing? How are you doing, friendo? I hope you're doing okay. Maybe I am just very talented with bees. You really have to, like, be on the ball. You have to be on the ball. With bees. But it's not terribly difficult. If you have enough hives, you can get plenty of shit. Hello, 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 friend. I have not seen you in a dog's age. But you know what I have seen? Your live tweets about whatever that, like, Big Brother-esque soap opera show is that you watch. I don't know what the fuck you're talking about, but you live tweet that shit on a weekly basis, and I'm just over here reading them being like, yeah, go off. I don't know who the fuck Todd is, but fuck Todd. No, time is not real. No, you're fine. You're fine. No one's ever required to come to my streams. I'm just happy to see you. Glad to know you're doing okay. You want to know who else is doing okay? Fucking Carol popped up on my Twitter feed being like, yeah, no one's heard from me in 7 months, but I'm alive, and also I play Genshin Impact. And I'm just like, I'm glad you're doing... Oh, well, we are now down in the cow hole. We are... Okay, well. You know what? While we're in the cow hole... Just, yeah, sure. Go for it, cows. Go for it. Yeah, no, Carol's like, sup, bitches, I'm not dead. And I'm like, wow, I didn't actually know that. I could not ask for a better legacy than my yearly Love Island rants. It feels like it's it's like bi-weekly. Like, not gonna lie. For me, who has no idea what the fuck is going on, it feels like that happens every other day. And I'm so totally lost. But for some reason, the Twitter algorithm is like, you like this, right, Gata? And I'm like, I mean, I'm happy to see Abby's tweets, but bruh. All right, let's dump a bunch of shit. I'll organize this never, probably. And we can talk about what we're actually going to be doing today. First of all, I need to convert a couple of my existing farms up into cloud storage. I want to, similar to how we have the pumpkin farm over there, I want to get the cow farm and a chicken farm attached to, oh, pardon me, hello good sir, attached to my cloud storage, so I automatically get the drops from the cows and the eggs just up here, you know? That is my plan. And to do that, we are going to need a lot of wool to first seal this area off and then start building above it. I want to expand my little cloud storage area. I think I have a few blocks of wool still sitting around. Maybe yes, maybe no. Nope, that's the calcite. I do that every time too. Nope, that's a block of quartz. That's more calcite. Oh, only 3 blocks of wool. I thought I had more than this, but it's fine that I don't. Every day I told myself, max 1 tweet for tonight's episode, and every day I ignored myself. Repeat daily for 8 weeks. Yeah, that's how it's been, but at the very least, you're entertaining. You're definitely entertaining. What have you been up to besides ranting about Love Island? No. You're fine. You're fine. Damn creepers. I'll fix that later. Maybe. Good as new. I want to show you guys my secret spot, and you have to promise not to tell Raglan. Okay? Don't tell Raglan about this. There is a spot in between his base and mine, where I have been slowly but surely breeding the shit out of the sheep, specifically so I can run through and get stacks of wool with little to no effort. And because it's not by my base, I don't have to worry about the lag. So far, he hasn't complained, but I don't know if he's like running into issues and not saying anything about it. I was hoping to hear him be like, man, my castle is really laggy for some reason. Let's see. So here's a couple here. The top of this hill, I haven't put a fence up. Here we go. Here they all are. Hello, sheepy. They're all blinking into existence. Hi, guys. How are we all doing today? Have been causing any problems? His computer might be powered off to handle it. Probably. Have you seen the quality of that man's streams? Like, it's at least 1080p, maybe even 60 FPS. Oh, the good shit. I can only dream. I can only aspire to have a stream that high quality. So maybe it doesn't even bother him. I hope so. What texture pack is that for the chickens? What are you talking about? Chickens have always looked like that. I've never seen a chicken that didn't look vaguely like this. They don't look horrifying. What I'll do is in the Discord, I'll share the resource packs that we're using. None of them are like private resource packs yet. Eventually, I do want to start making some custom stuff for the server, for the other curios. Which, by the way, please refer to us as curios, because it sounds kind of like Mercury. Actually, hey, you can see my house from here. Holy shit. Can you see my house from here? No, it's literally just out of range. But you can see my cloud from here. Hell yeah. What would you do when the warden is in front of you? Scream or not scream because they hear sound. Yeah, curios. I'm trying to make it a thing, kind of like how the Hermitcraft calls each other hermits. I'm trying to think of like a cool, sick name that we can refer to each other as, like a branding deal. Oh, hello, Mr. Zomble. What are you doing? I'm just trying to shear these sheep. Could you go away? There we go. I am on fire. All right. I've been doing absolutely nothing. Fair enough. I just tried to shear that chicken because I was reading chat and going on automatic mode. But I go to college. You got into college. Congratulations. So you start at the end of the month. Congratulations. How are you? I get random Discord notifications that gives me snippets of how everyone's doing. I've missed coming to your streams. Well, hopefully you can come to my streams more often. I would love to see you around. But obviously you're starting college, so I mean, I get it. Oop, that's why. There are monsties down there. I am doing all right, all things considered. I've got back into streaming. I've been added to a Minecraft SMP. I've been having a blast. It's been a good job. You could be like Otherworlders or something. Well, I know I'm an Otherworlder. And I know that no matter what Mocha says, she's definitely an Otherworlder. And the Nether Fae is probably an Otherworlder if you count the Nether as being other. Subdimensions are weird because, like, alright, so take Digimon, right? Like, the digital world and the, air quotes, human world are two different worlds, right? But you consider them coupled. In the same way that, like, each individual Minecraft world has its own Nether. Like, I'm pretty certain Nether Fae would consider themselves Otherworlders, but no. They and this overworld came as a package pair, and they're just gonna have to live with that. Not that I plan on telling them that unless they ask. I'm not gonna blow their minds. They have a hard enough time understanding basic, like, overworlder concepts. So I'm not gonna try and blow their mind with multiversal, like, dimensional spacing stuff. Like, that's fine. But I know that at least one of us is, like, from this world properly. Aside from Ren, who, like, you know, created the world, but that's neither here. This is lore, by the way, in case anyone's confused what the fuck I'm talking about. This is Minecraft SMP lore, so take some fucking notes. There will be a Tumblr post about this later, so, like, pay the fuck attention. Yeah, Ren created the world. I talked about this. It's fine. No, I'm not going to worship them as a god. They have requested otherwise. They might be starting a church? There will be a fan test. Exactly. Listen, if you don't memorize this deep lore, how are you going to understand all of the references in the animatics that people make of us? Like, come on, guys. Come on. Get with it. Snap my fingers. Come on. Keep up. Oh, religion. Oh my god, I'm telling them that. I'm absolutely telling them that. Well, apparently Ren's a fucking reverend. That's, like, not even a lore thing. That's just straight up, like, IRL, they are a reverend. So, like, I don't know, maybe they'll start a religion? Maybe they'll start a church? I don't know. If they start a church, then we have to post signs on it. We have to be the Lutheran to their Catholicism, because, like, I won't let that stand. Religion in my Christian Minecraft server? No, thank you. All right, grab some more of this. I'm just gonna keep snipping until I run out of shears, because the cloud takes more wool than you would imagine it does. What's really cool is that because of the amount of, like, grass blocks on this mountain, a lot of fucking sheep, I shear them and they immediately eat grass and get their wool back. So, like, I could do this all day. Literally, I am limited only by the amount of shears that I have on my person. There we go. Just sheep everywhere. Sheep for fucking days. Sheep for fucking days. It was worse when I was actively breeding them. There's a creeper in there. There's a creeper over there. No, 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 no! I'm sure it's fine. Ah! I must have literally stepped directly, like, into the very edge of its viewpoint to trigger that. It's fine. It's fine. No sheep were harmed in the explosion of this mountain. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. Don't worry about it. All right, we're almost done. And then we will go on from there. So it is September now. It is September. It is officially spooky season. Don't fight me on this. Spirit Halloween is here. Spirit Halloween is open. Therefore, it is spooky season. That's the law. That's the law. Are you guys excited? Are you guys excited for the start of spooky season? The moment pumpkin spice was available at Starbucks, I was like, oh, it's time. Oh, it is time. Hello, Estelle. Welcome to the stream. Welcome to the stream. Oh, hi, Wonderwall. I think I saw you here earlier, but I didn't register that you were here. Hello. How are you doing today, my good friend? Are you a pumpkin spice kind of bitch? I am a peppermint kind of bitch. But they usually start putting the Christmas flavors out by the end of September, beginning of October. So I am like, yes. I'm really hoping. I am really hoping they decide to have fucking peppermint shit that isn't chocolate peppermint. Last year and the year before it, the creamer company that I get my coffee creamers from, because even though they are technically dairy, they don't set my allergies off. I forget the name of it right now. I think it's International Delight. They had, 2 years ago, they had a peppermint creamer, and oh, it was so good. But then last year and the year before it, they made it a peppermint mocha, and I can't eat that shit. If there's chocolate in it, I can't have it. So I could not get any good peppermint creamer last year, and I was very upset. So this year, I'm really hoping that they go back to doing just peppermint, or another company like picks up the slack. Their Elf sugar cookie creamer is out already. Oh, that sounds delicious. Oh, man. Oh, that sounds good. I do love me some sugar cookies. Oh, Those are words to delight a farmer goddess heart. I realized what day it was literally just like 3 hours ago, and I was spamming in the Discord chat. I was like, oh my god, cranberry ginger ale. Cranberry ginger ale is coming out. I love me cranberry ginger ale. Ooh, boy. I love some cranberry ginger ale. I'm so fucking excited. Ah! I also low-key do want to get some peppermint. Peppermint Spice and I have an interesting relationship. I'll drink like for like 1 week. The first week, probably this week, I'll probably grab some at Walmart. For the first week or so, I'm all about pumpkin spice stuff. But like after the first week of September is over, I don't want it anymore. I'm like, no, I'm good. I'll eat like a pumpkin muffin maybe. But when it comes to like flavored creamers or candies or anything like that sort, I get it all out of my system in one go, and then I'm like done. And then I have to just like live with it. Live with everyone else being crazy about it for the rest of the spooky season. But I do love me some pumpkin. All right, let us very quickly take a little nippy nap. Now that we have a decent amount of wool, let me just real quick make sure. Okay, that ping is nothing important. Fantastic. I mentioned this in my Discord server, but due to my IRL scenarios, my IRL situation, you have armor on, good sir. What's up with that? I'm not doing anything crazy content-wise for my content this year for the holidays. Normally I go crazy with like the Halloween stuff and the Christmas stuff. Nah, just same old farmer gotta this year. But we can probably decorate this place a little bit. We do have a pumpkin farm. We do have a pumpkin farm. We could just sell the pumpkins, just straight up. Oh, that's a good idea. It's a really good idea. From outside the creeper barrel. All right, so this was here last week, and I did interact with it. But there is a red flag on my mailbox with a message from the Nether Fae. Hello. What is this? Quartz, it says. Dear Gata, I got you some shiny rock like you wanted, but I decided it wasn't fair for you to not work for... Oh. No, what do you mean not... Hold on. Since I had to deal with those pigs, so I've hidden quartz all over your house. Happy hunting. What? All over my house, how? Oh, no. Say it isn't so. Did they... Well, oh, they probably put it in one... I put those there, that's fine. Oh, I'm gonna have to search every single barrel in order to figure out where the fuck they put it. Come on. There's so many barrels, though. Where did you put it? Oh, they probably put it in like one of those top ones that I can't reach. Oh, come on. All right, hold on. I do believe that's the point. Oh, shut up. Where the fuck is it? Ah, piss. You planned that from the moment you suggested a barrel room. You monster. Oh my god. This isn't a joke, right? I haven't seen a single piece yet. You're not fucking with me, are you? I bet they're fucking with me. You... Oh, no. Estelle? Oh, God, give me grace. You didn't even... I'm gonna have to look through each individual barrel to make sure they're... Okay, oh, okay, well, that's fine. That's okay, actually. You put the majority of them. I'm okay with that. I thought for sure you were going to literally put one in each individual barrel. I was gonna be so upset. You even got the ones outside the window? What the fuck is your problem? Hydrate? Oh, thank you. Thank you. Let me just go. Thank you very much. I have a Sprite from McDonald's, so it's spicy. 46 another quart is more than enough. That's fine. That's fine. You're evil laughing? Well, I'm glad one of us is enjoying this. Thank you for the quartz, Estelle. Next time I'll just pay you in emeralds or something. Why is McDonald's Sprite spicy? It has to do with the amount of carbonation they put in. It's not always a proper balance, so it's always just a little bit too much. Excuse me, good sir, I'm going to drown. Could you let me... Thank you. That's very nice of you to not let me drown. Okay, so we need to hop up there and start sealing this area off some. So, let's see. Can I... Please? Alright. And up we get. Alrighty then. So the plan for this area up here is that I want to have a skylight directly over where the storage system is. So kind of like... I think I actually want to seal this up now that I'm looking at it. Yeah, let's seal this up first before anything else. We'll still be able to access it, but it won't be like accessible, if that makes sense. If that makes any sense. What herb goes best with bad white wine? I'm trying to finish this bottle off tonight. Honestly, just plug your nose and down it. In my personal opinion, just fucking go for it, my dude. Like, don't even try to get fancy with it. Just fucking, if you don't want to waste the wine, buckle up, you know, saddle up, yeehaw, and just live with the consequences of your actions. What a thug you are. Listen. When I have bad white wine and I want it gone, I don't drink it to enjoy it. I drink it to get the buzz. And absolute G. Well, thank you. Thank you. I'm sure that's a compliment. I'm sure that's a compliment. Oh, I actually want, there we go. Like a so. Yeah, like a so. Why does anyone drink alcohol not for the flavor? It makes zero sense to me. Well, I mean, sometimes the point of the alcohol isn't to, like, taste... Like I don't know. Sometimes you just want the alcohol to, like, wind down. When I drink, if it's not for the flavor, it's because someone gifted us a bottle of wine, and I'm like, yeah, I need to, like, relax my muscles a little bit. I want to feel the nice warm buzz that comes from having an okay drink in your hands. Nothing crazy, but like, you know, I drink for the bubbles. See, Susie gets me. Susie understands. All right, so I want to carve this in just a little deeper. And like, I'm just kind of free form rounding this out. I don't really have much of a plan. I just know that, oops. There we go. And then the rest of this we will fill up with glass. Yeah. So are there plans to expand your cloud storage eventually? We've spoken about continuing this along these 4 walls. But for right now, the extent of the expansion is going to be to add some additional farms up here to automatically feed down into our system. For example, I want the chickens up here, for sure. I want the chickens up here because I want to have an automatic chicken cooker. I want to have a selection of eggs, which I can then choose to feed down. Actually, let's go ahead and actually, like, plot out the chicken expansion while we are up here. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna actually build a platform out like a so. Boop, boop, boop. Boop, 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 boop. Do not want to build it out too far. Hello, Sante3000. Welcome to the stream. How are you doing today, my friend? We are working on my I have a large cloud storage on the top of a magic beanstalk. Let me just kind of like show you how high away from the ground we are. And we are working on adding some farms to it. Good, you're really tired. I'm sorry. Did you have a long day today? Cheer up, it's Friday. You know, like maybe it's been a long day right so far, but like the weekend is here. You can relax, enjoy some wonderful Minecraft. Oh no, it's 2 a.m. That's why. Oh right, time zones are a thing, aren't they? I forget about that. It's a long weekend too. Well, at least in our country, Tegan. I don't know where Sante's located, but it might not be. It might not be a long weekend for them. All right. So this is the hole it's gonna thread down through. It's not a long weekend for you. I'm sorry, my friend. Let's see here. So let me do like this. I promise that there is a plan. There's a method to my madness. What I need out of this is a spot for the chickens to be with a bunch of hoppers beneath them. So as they passively lay eggs, the eggs go down into the system. I'm going to put this here so I can get up. And I'm going to raise this up one. So, maybe up 2. Yeah, up 2, I think, is good. All right, and then I'll put some fences around so the chickens have some air, and then I'll put more wool on top. All right, let's drop down. Boop. Get in bed. Move, I'm gay. There we go. You have a week of school after the test, so in a month and like 20 days. Yikes. I'm sorry. I'm sorry you're suffering so. I hope that you get some good night's rest. You should probably be sleeping and not watching me. Like, it's a little antithetical to the whole streamer thing, but like, bruh, go to sleep. You deserve it. You're not suffering? Okay, well, as long as you're cool with it, then more power to you. Alright. Well, I need to find some food that isn't apples, because I am allergic to those. I don't think I actually have any more food in here. Mr. Farmer Dude. Hi. Howdy. Could I perhaps purchase some pumpkin pie from you? Thank you very much. I'm not gonna eat the rotten flesh. I'm not a monster. Good lord. Let's see here. Alright. Am I allergic to diamond apples? I've never tried, but I want to save the diamond apple to sell to people. So, I'm going to need the axe. I'm going to need the pickaxe. And we are going to head down and dismantle the chicken farm that I have going right now. Because I do have a chicken farm going over here. That I haven't really paid much attention to. They are trucking right along with the eggs. Good job. We have a series of resource packs. Just get rid of all of you. Come here, you. No. Got an escapee. Get over here. Get over here. Get over here. Get over here. No survivors. No witnesses. No witnesses. No witnesses. None of you shall live. All right, I'm pretty certain they all live to tell a tale. Ewan and I, don't worry about Ewan. He already knows far too many of my secrets, but I know far too many of his. It's mutually assured destruction. All right, so what we are going to do is grab all of these. Grab all of this. All right, it's all the hoppers. And then we're going to pick up this barrel. There we go. And we'll come back for that in a second. Just give me a minute. I'm going to want these as well. Oh, you know what? Maybe I should just rebuild this entire thing up there instead of having the whole thing cloud. I think it would be kind of funny for people who, once we get, like, wings and whatnot, for people who fly by to see that I've actually, like, built stuff on top of the cloud. That'd be pretty cute, I think. Let's chop this whole thing down. We are playing on the Mercury SMP server. It is an invite-only server run by Renegade Mercury. So unfortunately, I can't offer you any sort of invitation. But yes, this is an SMP. We do lore, we do roleplay, and I, personally, make cryptocurrency to convince my other players to pay me more emeralds for things. But that's, neither here nor there. That's neither here nor there. Oh yeah, here's a nice good shot of my my magic beanstalk with my cloud storage on the top. Pretty neat, right? It's got a water elevator going up the center. And then over here is my actual house. It's supposed to be a clockwork windmill. Nope, this is on a server. But I've been working on it. Everything that I've built here is entirely built by me. So there's that. Maybe later in this stream, I'll take you around the main... Whoops, did not mean to hit my mic. Around the main spawn area, and I can show you what the other people are actively working on. But this is just my area. This is just my area. We all have our own individual bases, and this is mine. I'm working on getting my place self-sufficient, so that no one can convince me to give them all my hard-earned money for stuff. You have my permission to show off your lava replicator. Ooh, I didn't know you had one of those. All right, let's zip back up top and add this. We have all the eggs, right? Yes. We literally just need one chicken to come out of all these eggs, and we are in business, baby. Alrighty then. So, if memory serves, this is where the eggs are supposed to go? Yes. But the eggs are being strange. Why? Okay. Why do eggs not work in this? Oh shit, I fucked it up. Oh, I really fucked it up. Okay. I'll fix this later. Alright, so we have 5 hoppers, right? We need to get them 1, 2, 3, 4. Ooh, we're gonna need 4 more hoppers after this. Because I want the eggs to go directly, or maybe we could do one of these. Yeah, let's do one of these babies. There we go. So that saves us 1 hopper. All right, have a good night's rest. Sleep, sweet dreams. Thank you for stopping by. All right, and then hop up here, and then here, and then 1 more. All right, so here is where we're going to put our hoppers? Or should we put it one higher? I feel like we should do it one higher. Do I have torches? I do not. Of course I don't. So let's seal this off. So we're going to need 1, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 hoppers? I don't think I have enough iron for that. I don't think I have enough iron for that. But that is okay for now. I'll just need to do a little bit of work. You better work, bitch. All right. Do this like so. I am gonna put a roof on this. Let's see. I have 7 left. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I have 1 short. Because of course I am. But that's okay. More hopper! More! Alright, fine. But it will require us to go mining in order to make that a reality. And then we put this on top. Can I think I have beans it. Nope, I can do it. Alright. Go around the top like this. Like so. We can probably just go ahead and do these. We'll need to get more slabs to make this work, but that's fine. All right, let's hop down and see how bad that looks. Oh, yeah. It's not great. It's definitely not great. Maybe if I puff this out some, make it look a little more naturally cloud-like. Just add a little bit of definition. Just here and there. Let me see how that looks. Okay, that does look a little bit better. It's not perfect by any means, but it's better than nothing. All right. Whoops. Ooh, that is a drop. That is a drop. That looks better. What I may want to consider doing is putting a little campfire on top to make it look like... Whoops, I hit my mic again. I'm very sorry. To make it look like a little chimney coming off of it. That would be cute, I think. Almost died for the chickens. Almost, but not quite. All right. Drop down here. Eat some pumpkin pie. And move, I'm gay. Ugh, big stretch, don't mind me. Oof, my back. Oh. Okay. What am I doing now? This looks really bare, actually, now that I'm looking at it. It's like really bare. I'm gonna want to do something about that. I need to see if I have any... I found that in a hole. If I have any iron left. I don't believe I do. I feel like if I had a decent amount of iron left, I would have already stumbled across it. I have copper, but that, dear viewers, is not even close to being the same thing. So I think what we may have to actually do, as much as I don't want to do it, may actually have to do a quick mining sesh. Just to get enough hoppers. Yeah, we're gonna have to do a mining session. I don't want to do a mining session. I don't like mining. Why? God, why? It's fine. I'm sure it's fine. Where did I throw my torches? I had a bunch of them. Whatever. We shall survive. You'll mine for me? Well, thank you, Tegan. That's very sweet of you to say, but unfortunately, I do believe Farmer Gata is alone in this endeavor. The good news is that I do know where to get a decent amount of iron for cheap. We've actually pretty much emptied out the area beneath our house, which means we now get to go steal from underneath other people's houses. Isn't that fun? Isn't that fun? There is a hole underneath the creeper barrel. Oh, hydrate. Thank you, Mocha. Just kind of... delicious. Thank you. Thank you very much. Ooh, pardon me. My McDonald's Sprite is now the watered down McDonald's Sprite because the ice in it has melted. Oh, do I have? I do. Praise baby Jeebus. You just got home from work? Well, welcome home. That wasn't the right block. Hello? Why didn't it? Whatever. It's fine. I'll just slowly work my way this way. It's fine. It's fine. How was your day today, Mocha? Did you have an okay Friday? Did you get yourself a Mocha to go? Every time Mocha goes home, they get a Mocha to go. They're the Mocha. Like, Tegan, but by the way, Tegan's loopy on pain meds because they just got their wisdom teeth removed. So, you know, take anything that they say in stride. I love you, Teague. I love you. All right, hop out here. So I know for a fact there is a hole underneath the creeper barrel. And even though technically Ren owns Jericho, I think, I'm pretty certain that because it's under my house, I get access to it. So we'll call it good. You had a super early shift and you closed early, so you stayed an extra hour. Oh, okay. Well, good. I'm happy for you. All right, down we get. Let's eat our last pumpkin pie. All right, and let's go down this way. I know there's some iron around here somewhere. There's some copper, which isn't what I'm looking for. Ren does not own Jericho. It's a community area. All right, well, I'm the community, so I'll just happily take whatever I see that I want. Aha, like so. Now let's see here. We need 14 hoppers, which is a pretty heavy want. That's a pretty heavy ask. We need 5 pieces of iron per... 5 iron ingots per hopper. So what's 5 times 14? 50... We need, what, 70 pieces of iron? Oh, God, we're going to be down here for a hot minute, aren't we? But that's okay. That's all right. We can spend this time to chit-chat. We never talk anymore, you and I. It's mostly just me talking, which is probably because this is not really the kind of medium where, like, a dialogue takes place. But, you know, semantics. Potato, patata. How have you all been doing? Mocha, how are the pumpkin spice lattes? Have you had one yet? Have you had a pumpkin spice? It's that time of year. It's the most wonderful time of the year. Have you seen a flock of white women yet? Have they migrated in? Okay, I was hoping there'd be more than one block there, but alas, there was not. Here's some, though. You've had them, yeah. They're super easy to make. Well, that's good. A flock of white women every day in general. It is a Starbucks. It is a Starbucks, so, you know, that's fair. I cannot drink Starbucks coffee. Most of it just tastes burnt to me. The method they make their coffee never tastes good. I'm a coffee snob, by which I mean I only drink the instant stuff that I get from my local Aldi. So it's less that I'm a coffee snob and more that I have no taste, but I'm used to having no taste. So whenever I get, like, air quotes, good stuff, I don't like it. Which is frustrating to everyone around me. All right, that's 33. We're getting there. We're almost halfway. But my pickaxe isn't looking great. So there's that. The pumpkin cold foam is your favorite right now. Well, good. Good. We were talking earlier about how with my chocolate allergy, the Christmas creamers last year really disappointed me. Because all the peppermint creamer was peppermint mocha last year, and I can't have that. So I was very upset. Oh, this is a different hole. What does this pop out? Oh no, Ren showed me this. This is just generated that way. Here's the magical water block that won't flow as long as we don't fuck with it. And Ren was like, I want to leave it like that. So I'm like, okay, I will. Instant coffee only. You understand me. We're vibing, you and I. We're vibing. Boop. Quick question for any content creators in the chat. Do we know of any way to get notifications on Twitch when someone joins your Patreon? I have not done much experimentation and research, but if anyone knows of anything, please let me know. The bot reminded me that I have a Patreon. I'm like, oh shit, yeah. I should probably try to, like, attach that to my content a bit better. Just a bit. Just a smidge. Hello? Hello? Is there a geode right here? There is! Oh, that's beautiful. Let me in. Oh, wonderful. We'll be coming back for you, gorgeous. You're sure there's gotta be some kind of extension, right? It's one of those things where, like, someone's had to have made one. But what if they haven't, you know? You still think I should try coffee? Does coffee have a thing that adds in Twitch support? Like, that's the big deal. Like, my main concern is knowing when to ring the cowbell for people. Like, that's my primary worry. What if I don't give them the cowbell, you know? Did I get the amethyst I broke? I got a block of amethyst, but my inventory is a smidge full right now. All right, so 48. Well, fuck that, I guess. Let's use the andesite. Coffee questions should probably direct to Raglan. He's got an overlay for it. Well, hell yeah. I will contact Raglan. I don't know if anyone knows this, but I like Raglan. Raglan is a nice young man. He has never done anything to make me think otherwise. I have, however, not spent as much time in his stream as I would like to say I did. So maybe he's actually a shithead, and I don't know. Don't ruin my beliefs, though. Don't pop that bubble. I'll be very disappointed if it turns out he's secretly a pervert or something. Yep. Definitely above the board. Christian Minecraft server young man. Definitely. What is... Oh, that's an enchanted bow you got there. Ow! Ow! Fucking... Damn, that guy hit me far! He hit me down a hole. That's rude. That's very rude. Raglan is secretly rich. No. I'm pretty certain he's, like, canonically rich. Okay, you need to go away. There we go. And you could do the same. Thank you. Do I have any food on me? I have 7 raw chicken. Oh, I have 1 cooked mutton. That'll do. It's an open secret. Okay. Sure. Oh, hello. There we go. Pop this up here. All right, nothing down this way, but we're at 54. We're at what? We need 16 more pieces of iron. And then we gotta smell all these bad boys up. Hello? And then we can make the hoppers. I should probably get more iron than what I actually need, but also that's boring. That's boring. I got shit to do, you know? All right, how can I... That wasn't quite as helpful as I anticipated it being. But did I look into the Streamlabs monthly tipping? I have not. I actually completely forgot about that. I completely forgot about that. It won't be boring if you kill iron golems for the iron. Now listen. Listen. There is a way I could do that, but I don't feel like setting up a villager breeder on my property just yet. What I think I want to do, actually, is dig a hole out underneath my house, and have, like, evil lair farms down there. You know? Alright, so that's 66. We need 70. Is there any fun stuff down this way? Hello? Fun things? It is I, Farmer Gata. I was already down here. I was already down here. Okay, so that's nothing new. Okay. So I guess the next place to be going... We should count any Iron Golem deaths as canonical for the lulz. Now, why would you say things like that? Why would you... Let's just kind of go away. Nope, go away. Go away. Please go away. Please. Oh, excuse me, did you shoot me from behind? Oh, fucking... Alright, so he's dead. Yeah, hit the zombie, please. And not me, the zombie! Skeleton fucker. I have a pincushion. Oh, no, I'm gonna die. I am going to die. Oh my god, I didn't die, and I got his bow power 1. Oop. I am on 1 heart. Ah! And I'm poisoned, because of course I am. Go away. Go away. Okay. I think I'm good. For now. Hearts, come back. Hearts, please. There's a zombie somewhere. Alright, I'm gonna get you out. I don't know how helpful you're going to be. Oh. We should be able to grab these last couple of pieces and Amscray, provided my pick survives long enough. That's 69. Nice. And 70. Woo! We literally had just enough pickaxe to get 71 pieces. Okay, we gotta get out of here. We're not lost in the mine. We're lost with the mine. That's how that works, right? Nope, there's a zombie down there. I'm good with that. Now, where's the way out? I may have lost. So we back in the mine. Got our pickaxe swinging from side to side. Side to side. Alright. I'm going to want to pull the cobble out so I can hippity skip my way back to the surface. This is definitely not where I'm supposed to be going. I think we may be good and proper lost, mi boyos. But at the very least, it's a fun adventure, right? Right. There's a little more iron. Oh. Aha! What ho, I say. Yes, we've been this way. We've been this way. Ah ha ha! You thought you could trap me, mine? No, I am far too powerful and witty for you. I'm going around in a circle, actually. So I'm still not really out of the woods yet. But, you know, we'll get there. We'll get there. It's fine. It's fine. Probably this way, though. Yeah. Okay, we're good. Lost forever. We'll never see our family again. No, we're fine. We're fine. Look, here's the creeper barrel right here. It's the creeper barrel, guys. Don't worry about it. We're not even in the mine anymore. We're fine. We're fine. Move, I'm gay. Okie doke. Hell yeah. Less yeah. Alright, so we gotta get back to the farm, toot sweet, in order to get these raw iron smelting up. Go away, Zombull. Go away, Creeper. That's fine. We don't look back. Cool guys don't look at explosions. And as long as we don't recognize it or acknowledge it, we're not at fault for the property damage. Simple as that. I'm sure that's legal. Another thing that I have to do, not tonight. Oh, hey, Ren! Thank you for the subscription. You get a jolly jangle of the cheer bell. Thank you! Oh, boy. All right, so how are you doing, my friend? We were just talking about you. Oh, they've joined the game. All right. Hell yeah. Oh, hi, Neb. I didn't see you in chat before. Welcome to the stream. How are you doing? Cowbell always feels louder at midnight. I would apologize, but I will never apologize for cowbell. Nope. It's not happening. Only good things, you hope? Well, you know how it is. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. I'm totally kidding. I'm kidding, right, guys? Tell them I'm kidding. All right. Let's go ahead and get this iron smelting. Because let's do like so. And like a so. Oh, actually, no. We have that fucking, we got that thingamajig, don't we? Yeah, we do. We got this thingamajig over here. The blast furnace. Hell yeah. Oh, we already had some iron in it. Nice. And while that's cooking, pop these in here. There we go. All right. Dump chest, as per usual. Boop-a-doop. Doop. Okay. So we need to put granite in, cobblestone. We can combine the wools. Dort. I don't think we actually have a regular stone chest just yet. So that should be fine. Oh, we'll just put the eggs in there as well. We'll collect those later. You got double large fries, and they gave you none? Those bastards! Those absolute monsters. How can they sleep at night? Oh, that pisses me off. I am so sorry. Alright. Grab you. Zippity-doo-dah over zippity-dis-away. Grab this, and let's get started on making those hoppers. We're going to want some oak. I'm going to go to a bench. We are going to need 14 chests in order to properly get all of these hoppers going. And then we do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then we... like so. Alright. We got... Jeez Louise! Can you not? Jesus Christ! Scare the shit out of me! I shook my entire desk! Fucking hell! Can I help you? Good Ren? No. Alright, fair enough. Oh, bitch move, I'm gay. Grab this. I need to zip up this away, and I'll just nerd pull with wood. It's fine. It's fine. Less fine than I thought. All right, nerd pull up here, and then up here. I will be removing this. How are you, my fine feathered friend? I'm not feathered. Fucking, I'm not feathered. What are you talking about? All right, so we go like this, and then we need to have a bunch of these hoppers need to be going in either to this directly or into a hopper that goes into this directly. So let's put one there and there. I'm not feathered, but I am fine. I am now trapped. The fuck was I thinking? God, I'm a fool. Alright. Rest in peace. What was I thinking? I absolutely played myself. And I can't even be mad about it. I can't even be mad about it. Shove this up here. Make a few more hoppers. Here we go. That's 5. I'm going to need 4 more. So yeah, let's just hang out down here until I get all the pieces that I need. Nebula says, I ordered food my partner can't stand the smell of because I thought they'd be out, but it turns out not. Thinking about Jess's ramen situation. Okay, so I tried to make my wife dinner the other night. I tried to make her dinner. We had bought this freezer bag Asian fusion style meal majig. Hello, Neb's partner. I don't believe we've talked, but hello. Happy to sort of meet you. All right, that's all the pieces. But yeah, no. So I was like, oh yeah, we bought this because it looked really yummy at the time. I will make up the dumplings and the wontons, and I will make up all of the bits and bobs. And then I will feed it to my beautiful wife because I love her and she is amazing. And I started cooking it. And from the other room, she screamed, what the fuck is that smell? And I'm like, oh no. And I'm like, it's the dinner I was making you. Oh, I keep forgetting to remove this fucking song. There we go. Much better. Much better. So, like, unfortunately, she could not have the meal. So I sat there and ate like 4 servings of this fucking not really Asian food. And cried a little bit. And I'm like, it tastes good, but my beautiful wife can't have any. It was very sad. It was very, very sad. All right. So let's put one here, and then one here, and then one more here. Okay. Actually, we do have... Huzzah! Fantastic. Okay. So now we just got to get a bunch of chickens in here. Seal off the path so they can't escape. And I am on death's door. What do you mean? What do you mean? I'm probably fine. Oh, nope. Nope. No. We are not doing that. Haas 0312. I don't even care. Fuck. Hold on, guys. Cool. Where is you? Dog.
You're very lucky.
Quick activity, please. That's a bot, my friend. That's a bot. I will take care of that very quickly. Okay. So popular name. That's a fucking scout box. So we're going to deal with that. There we go.
Very lucky.
I guess you all can just have this free chicken time. I'm over here panicking. What's it like being Sarah Connor? Not great. I'll be honest with you. Not great at all. I'm not enjoying it. You know? I'm just not.
You're very lucky.
A free chicken time. Yeah, normally you gotta pay for this shit. What's the difference between banning and blocking? I'm I think blocking only means they can't talk in chat, while banning removes them outright.
Those were some very good plaps.
Okay, let's head back. Alrighty then. So what happened while I was gone? I got extra experience for having be on half of a heart of health for a minute. Yeah, we're gonna have to go through and ban everyone. Cause like, it's a problem. I think Ren's been taking pot shots at me. There we go. Kill Ren, kill him, teach him a lesson. No! Oh my. Oh, come on! I wanted you to hit me. I'm aiming straight up. Take me, Lord. So close. Oh well. Anyway, what was I doing? Oh yeah, I gotta get the eggs. Because now we need to put the chickens in place. Will you stop? Where are they even shooting me from? Where are they shooting me from? Oh wow. Oh wow, they have like multi-shot on that thing. Ah! Straight at me. Oh no, my stuff. I'm not even mad. I fucking watched that happen. In real time, in fucking 4K. Amazing. Amazing. I think that's everything that I had. I'm pretty sure that's everything that I had. I need one more stripped oak log. Thank you. Now we can go up and finish off the chicken house. Can you see the chicken house from the floor? You can't. That's fine. That's fine. It will primarily be for people who are like flying around after the fact, once the place is properly built up. Not necessarily for people from the ground floor to actually see. Alrighty then. So, with that out of the way, I think Rin just wants attention or something. Can I help you? Good patron of the server? Is there something we can do for you, perhaps? Cold drink. Throat lozenge. Ask if he wants to VC. I don't want to talk to Ren. What are you talking about? I get enough of this person. I get enough of it on a daily basis. What the shit? You want me to spend time with them? What the fuck? I only have one thing of eggs. I was looking for my missed shots. Alright. Chicken time now. Chicken time, chicken time. There we go. One chicken. Ah. Well, that was fairly disappointing. We'll be right back, little guy. Just stay there, okay? Just stay right there. You'll be fine. Fine. If I have to. God. Where are they? VC. Let me see if they're waiting in the VC for Vini. Ho ho ho. Hello?
Hello!
Howdy!
Brain. That was a good shot.
I mean, it was certainly a shot.
I was jokingly firing, like, over that. Then I noticed you weren't half a heart, and I saw on the stream you were like, I'm just trying to shoot myself. I was like, alright, I'll help.
Yeah, thank you for the assistance. That was very sweet of you, I think.
Well done, of course, with the, blocking the, spammers. Good job, Sarah Connor. You have survived today.
Yeah, for now. No guarantee it'll work next time, but...
Now, of course, as you're throwing out these eggs, remember, watch out for it. There's a 1 in 256 chance when you throw an egg that it will spawn 4 chickens.
It'll spawn what?
There's a 1 in 256 chance when you throw an egg that it'll spawn 4 chickens instead of 1.
Why would that be a problem for me?
No, it's not a problem. I'm saying watch out for it because it's really cool, and I've only ever seen it once.
I've never seen that. That's fascinating.
Yeah, I learned about it once because I was doing a hardcore stream way long ago when I was much worse at the game.
As opposed to now.
Yes, as opposed to now when I never die. But
do you now?
Yeah, I remember specifically I was like, this is going so badly. At least if I can get these chickens in here, and I threw 4. And the way I threw them, they all landed on the corners, and it was like, you're kidding me.
I see.
Your resource chickens do look cuter.
Thank you.
And I've somehow grown around to liking the potions.
Yeah?
Oh, I have a thing. I'm gonna send it to you. I'm gonna send it in the same chat at some point. It's a resource pack that makes the shields, the banners on shields look more accurate.
Oh, okay. I'll be down for that. You can live today. I'm speaking to the chicken, not you.
Oh, I was about to say, like, you're up there. I don't doubt there are definitely ways to kill me from that position, but, like, I don't know if you have any anvils.
Teleports behind you. Nothing personnel, kid. Where even are you right now?
Omewa no Shinderu. I'm at the base of your beanstalk.
Ah.
That sounds weird.
It does sound weird, actually, when you put it like that. Never say that again.
I am near your farm, close to the green thing. There,
that's actually somehow better. We won't question it. I wish I could make copper shovels. That would be nice. But alas. Alright.
Did you see this gift from Braglin?
I have seen the gift. I have chosen to ignore it while I accomplish other things, because otherwise I will not accomplish other things. I am way behind on like everything. It was a long week for me. So like,
Oh, what? You're behind on everything. You say to the one who has streamed twice on the server.
I mean, you've been on the server at least.
That is true. I built a shop.
You built a shop. You built Jericho. You bribed me into supporting your regime. So I mean, technically speaking,
Not a regime. It's a coalition of like-minded individuals.
it's a regime. But whatever helps sleep at night.
I don't sleep at night.
Ooh. That's lore, everyone. Write that down. Write that down. We were having a discussion earlier where one of my older viewers who I haven't seen in a while, they popped in. They haven't been around since before I moved, since before we had that hiatus. And I'm like,
Oh god, that's been a while.
I'm talking
Welcome back.
I'm talking in character about some lore stuff about the nature of multiple universes, and they're like, Gata, what the fuck are you on? It's definitely something. It's definitely something.
Oh, that's interesting.
Oh?
Sorry, I didn't realize. So I don't know if you know this, but if you try to place a ladder, if you place a ladder above a block and then try to turn it into path, it doesn't turn into path. But if you place a ladder above path, if you place a ladder above path, it stays as path. Turns out does not work for signs. If you put a sign above path, turns it back to grass.
I knew about the signs, so that's why I thought like, oh, the ladders, that checks out. But I did not know that ladders will keep your path. That's interesting.
Yeah, this game is so weird sometimes.
It's very weird, especially on Java. Especially on Java.
That said, I like that on Java. Everything just feels like it's more coherent.
Yeah.
I don't know. The last time I played on Bedrock, and this was about a year ago, year and a half ago, so maybe things have changed a bit. But like, I remember there were so many little weird rough edges I kept hitting everywhere. Like the way water next to farmland would interact in certain chunks, you could like see under the water, and it's just like that's not.
Yeah.
Okay, well.
Minecraft do be Minecraft though.
That said, there are some annoying things about Bedrock that I wish we had in this, which is being able to being able to dye cauldrons is one of them.
Oh yeah.
The amount of drops from drowned just drop way more tridents.
They absolutely do.
Yeah, and if they're converted, they can drop tridents and not shells. They do not do that in Java.
Don't they? No.
Nope, not if they're converted.
You're right.
They will drop copper.
They'll drop copper. That's what I was thinking of. I was like,
Yes,
I was pretty
which
sure
is
they're.
why if you need to make a drown farm for copper, you can use zombie spawners and much faster methods like that. But if not, you have to use the etho method, which is slow and laborious.
It is slow and laborious, but
It's way less complicated, though.
it is very, very good. Very, very good. That fucking copper farm, man. God, I could never. Hey, weren't you working on a mob farm somewhere?
I was going to. That's the one thing I've just been kind of putting off. Is because it's not that I don't want to do the mob farm, it's I don't want to have to do the lighting up of the caves.
I suppose that's fair. We don't really have.
When I built it on my because there's two options. Either I build it crazy high in the air,
Right.
or I build it nearish ground level, but I have to light up all of these caves.
Right.
And just gonna throw in spectator for a second here. Oh god, there's caves. Yep, there's caves.
Caves for days.
There's a lot of caves. And there's no... I'm not memorizing any positions here, but all I can tell you is it doesn't look like they're all connected. And the ones that are branchy as hell.
hello?
I have no idea.
Sorry, Zomble. I gotta
Get up here.
Yeah, well, I have all this area up top now that I've started covering it up. We gotta get the glass in Toot Sweet. So...
Yeah, I'm looking, and I'm just telling you right now, this is, there's a lot. There's a lot of caves.
I mean,
And I
understand.
thought like, oh, I've done a little decent amount of the caves underneath, right? No.
Not even close.
Yeah, on my hardcore world, that mob farm works so well because nothing can spawn in the mushroom area, and all the other caves are in water. This is not that problem.
Have you considered building out to sea?
From where we're positioned, yeah, maybe, but the one thing is, the thing I was hoping for the mob farm was possibly having it on like a lot, as people are just casually in the center server.
I suppose.
But with the way that I'd have to build this, it's gonna have to be like an AFK kind of thing. Either I have to go up high in the sky where it is, or I have to go out into the sea where it is. And I know for certain that there's no mushroom islands for thousands of blocks in any direction.
What a shame.
There are 3 really rare biomes on this server. I found out. I didn't try to remember where they were, but I did just like real quick check on Chunk Finder, see if like, hey, how many like jungle biomes are there? Because it's got a little filter. You can see how many there are compared to that. Like there's like 21 plain biomes within like a standard loading region, and I think there's like 3 jungle.
Interesting.
So there's just indefinite more jungle. What happened to the original little bastard who eats the grass?
What do you mean?
Oh, because the one I named Little Bastard isn't the original one. He disappeared one day, and I found a different sheep and brought him here.
He disappeared?
Yeah, did he die? There is a hole next to him that's creeper-shaped.
Oh, no.
I like to choose that he found a different life, somewhere where he can eat someone else's grass.
Yeah, I'm sure that's exactly what happened to him.
Yep, that's exactly what happened. Did you see Honey and Comb?
I did see Honey and Comb. Hey, Ren?
Yes?
What the fuck are those prices? Like, I understand you're asking for, like, full blocks and full stacks, so, like, that's gonna inflate it, but, like, 9 diamonds? Who has that kind of money?
Well, Raglan, and I do, and Boko.
Oh, okay, so...
And also it's a full stack of honey blocks for 9 diamonds.
Okay, so I'm just poor then. Got it. Nice.
Well, no, I feel like that's... I thought it was a little on the high side, but it is also especially good. Right? I mean, that's the thing that takes a while.
I guess. I went in there and I was like, oh wow, we bougie out here, I guess. Okay, cool. Good to know.
Well, think about it. It's like 256 harvest of honey bottles from any hive.
No, you're right. You're
the wax is the one I feel almost a little bad about because it's 2 diamonds per stack of wax.
I would
pay. Doesn't sound like much, but like copper, like that's like and candles make honeycomb way more useful than it used to be. God, remember when it just made the comb block? God, I'm so glad they changed that.
I mean, I liked the comb block as a building block. I thought it was interesting.
But it's a lot of work for this one random block.
It is, but there's a lot of blocks in Minecraft where it's like a lot of work for a random block.
You know what? That is true.
Like, when they first came out, before they added in candles, like before there was even a hint of candles, I was like, yeah, no, this feels like a Minecraft thing. They would make an entire separate harvesting system just for this one block that I'll maybe build with. And I was fine with that mind.
I'm thinking about how hard it is to do glow shrooms.
God, yes.
Or shroom lights or whatever they're called.
Yeah. I mean, they're not completely inaccessible, but it's definitely a lot more effort for what is just another building block.
Yeah, even if you just go and harvest it on the ground, you still have to go and fight in like the Crimson Forest.
Yeah.
Stop the hoglins from hating you, so it's like, wow.
Yeah. I guess what I really have to do is start taking up like odd jobs. Oh, I wasted that glass. In order to get some diamonds going, because I'm not that big of a miner. Got
out of the real jack of tradesmen.
I guess. But like,
oh, I've got to send that to you, by the way. Stupendium released a new video, and it's about home improvement. So, like his music video, it's so good.
Tim the Toolman Taylor's home improvement, or like the act of improving one's home?
No, like as a, like, well, because he does songs, right?
But
this one's about apparently there's a game called Home Improvement, so it's
Oh.
like him kind of doing a Toolman Taylor kind of thing, but also
Okay.
he's like the whole premise is it's a guy who's horrible at his job and is definitely undercutting you.
I see.
So I think, God, I love his stuff, and I don't say that just because I'm a patron. I'm a patron because I love his stuff.
Mm-hmm. And if you love my stuff, you could also be a patron, just of me. All you gotta do is go to patreon.com/mynameisgata and give me money.
You're a patron?
I am on Patreon. There are currently 2 people who subscribe to me on Patreon. One of them is my dear friend Susie, and the other one is Wonder Walleye, who has bought the most expensive subscription they can, and they refuse to accept my cakes when I offer. It's so cruel.
Whoa! Are you allowed to offer your cakes on Patreon?
Yeah.
Anyway, sorry. Where is your Patreon?
Why, if you check my chat right now, you can see a link to it. Thank you, Susie. It's patreon.com/gata. I couldn't get my name as...
Bullshit. Wait a second. Who has your top tier?
So, it's me. Oh, no, Wonder Walleye. Maybe they're under there as Fish Fondler.
What?
I know!
God, I want a friend like that.
They are a very, very good friend.
Not saying I don't have friends who are very, very kind. Just a friend who also happens to have $150 a month.
that
maybe
kind.
will sell away.
Yeah. They do get cakes out of it, so, like, they seem to be...
That is like 3 times my utilities.
They tell me they are getting their money's worth, so that's what matters, I guess. But yes, thank you, Fish Fondler.
Actually shipping through UPS instead of USPS. I'm hurt.
What's wrong with that?
There's nothing wrong with UPS. It's just I very, very much am very proud of the USPS. United States Postal Service is what this country was built upon.
The problem with the UPS is that you can't actually ship, like, perishable goods through them. There's no guarantee that your cake will arrive in any semblance of a decent edible shape. Whereas
that's right.
UPS has a specific, we will not destroy your cake promise option.
They're like, hey, by the way, you just like handed an envelope and they're like, by the way, we won't destroy your cake.
By the way.
Thanks.
I think. Thanks, I think. Alright, let me dump a bunch of shit out. Because I think we've done most of what I wanted to do up here today. I want to get some farming done. I want to collect some resources. And I have somewhere, once again, I'm searching through all my chests for one item in particular. Here we are. A diamond hoe that is almost gone. And I want to be able to say that I deleted the diamond hoe on camera. You know?
Yeah, I get that. Sometimes using up something is just as rewarding. Like
Well,
using all of a pencil.
You get a achieve for using the entirety of a diamond hoe.
Do you?
You do, because it's like the most pointless use. No one ever makes diamond hoe, much less uses it entirely. So it's like, oh, like if you manage it, then good for you? Question mark.
Good for you and happy as hell. Sorry.
You get me. So let's go through here. Well, let's just start harvesting, I guess. And then as we go around, we'll use the hoe to clear everything out. What's a resource that you are in need of on the server?
Let's see. God, I have absolutely no building in Arcadia. Like, I'm looking around Arcadia, and I've done that thing I always do.
Right.
If I figure out how to, like, make an area that I've secured, is I just don't build a house. I am the reason phantoms were created.
Yeah?
Because, you know, phantoms only spawn if you have open blocks above you. And that's, like, I do so many, like, just in the middle of a field bases.
Mm-hmm.
Either it's in the middle of a field or it's underground and there's no in between. Do I need any resources? That's a good question.
See, the thing is,
Do I need
like...
to give you resources that I don't know how to harvest better than you do?
Exactly. Or is it something that I can, like, get using my massive amounts of extra hours I spent on the server? You know?
Because my thought was what I need is some sort of like seaweed delivery, but like that, making a farm for that. I'm not saying it's outside your expertise. I just know that you haven't built a lot of them, so you might not be comfortable doing that. What is a thing I could have you do?
I actually don't know if I know how to make a redstone or an automatic seaweed harvester. I've only ever harvested it manually.
Check right now. There's a video on Renegade Mercury on YouTube. It's not a Minecraft in 60 seconds, as it's a bit longer building a seaweed farm, but it is available right there.
Okay, well, I did.
Sorry, I just got
no. I get it.
Capitalism.
I absolutely get it. We're all trying to survive. It's cool. Name the axolotl.
Right,
that was
made a netherite hoe. Sorry, I was gonna flex and make a netherite hoe. Then I remembered I already made one when I gave it to you.
Yeah. So about that.
Did you lose it?
I might have. You put the curse of vanishing on it?
Oh, and you died with it.
I died with it, yes.
Well,
that is a thing that happened almost immediately. So
that's how the cookie crumbles, I guess.
I mean, I do in fact guess.
This is what I really made a Faustian bargain, didn't I? Like,
I mean, yes. Because on one hand, you were the ones who tempted me to joining forces with you, but also you're the one who tempted the village idiots to assist you in your plans. So I don't really know who has the worst deal here.
That is true. It's like... Wait, I don't know if I can say it's true. That sounds rude.
I'm not stuck in here with you. You're stuck in here with me.
I'm not sure I can agree to you calling yourself the village idiot. That sounds mean.
I mean, yeah, Ren. That's why I said it.
I feel bad.
Don't feel bad. Don't feel bad.
Bad. Anyway, let's see.
How about this? Let's pivot. Let's pivot to something a little more nicer. So the other day, I messaged my wife and I asked her. I was asking her what she wanted for dinner, right? We've been having this issue where like she's not really able to eat certain foods. Like her taste buds and her smell receptors are changing due to her body undergoing the surgery she went under. So I was floating some ideas. I was
Did
like,
she finally become a werewolf?
No, she's not become a werewolf yet.
Shame.
But
one day, the technology.
So I'm at work and I'm just throwing ideas out, and I said, how about we get? How about this? I could make Himalayan rabbit stew. And she says, Himalayan rabbit stew? Where'd you get the rabbit? And I told her, well, I found Himalayan in the road, so I figured.
Oh, that's funny.
You say while not laughing. Oh, that's funny. Yeah.
No, sorry, I was laughing. I don't know if it picked it up. It was like an under chuckle. Right?
No,
like someone's just doing some joke at the
it came out sounding like a flat. Oh yeah, that was funny.
Like, yep, dang duck. That was funny right there. Anyway,
moving on.
Moving on. Why do we become Alberta right there?
I did it in the group chat too, so my response was, I hate you. And I'm like, yeah, that's fair. That's fair. Oh, boy.
Yeah, there we go.
Congratulations.
The whole reason I was eating that golden carrot is because I made 3 too many for the stack.
Ah, well. At least you got a sweet cheeve out of it, so...
I specifically took off my boots and jumped off a tree just to take the damage for it. And nope, still got the golden carrots.
Huzzah. There are very few things in this life that are quite as relaxing as just harvesting a buttload of crops in Minecraft. Maybe it's the the farmer in me peeking out here, but like, there's just something about it, you know?
No, that's fair. I agree. This game's really good in that regard.
Mm-hmm.
Some people were like, "Oh, you're the uwu farmer or whatever," and it's like, "Shut up." Yeah, maybe sometimes.
Yeah, I am. I am the uwu farmer. I'm the local uwu farmer, bitch.
None of your business what I. None of your business if I'm the uwu farmer or not. Get out of my hair. So what?
I'm uwu and I'm proud. I'm uwu and I'm proud.
God, this sounds like the worst possible rights anthem I've ever heard.
I am uwu and I am proud.
I'm uwu, hear me roar.
I am uwu, hear me owo. Ren left. No, that's fair. You are absolutely within your rights.
Oh, again.
Oh man. Oh man.
Oh, I've been meaning to do this for like 10 minutes. Give me a second. I was gonna send in the Mercury SMP, wherever the heck on earth wherever you sent your resources. Where'd you send your resources?
Where did I send my resources? Probably in the suggestions.
Documents.
Oh, okay. All right. What were you gonna send? No one on
The,
chat can see this.
improved
But...
shield.
Oh. Okay. Well, I will install that later.
Come in just a moment.
I have not done any of the research you told me to. Sorry, boss. But I will be, starting next week, be looking into how to make a custom CIT pack to make those changes you requested, and see about maybe getting some streamer-specific content on here for everyone, you know?
Yes, the main thing being, like, some of the stuff, it would be nice if it was, like, more specific. Like, the double barrel shotgun is cool, but also as it being the only thing, it's a bit weird.
Right.
And that way maybe we can have, like, a server pack.
Mm-hmm.
That said, if we do have a server pack, I think by default we shouldn't have the invisible player armor. Because I understand that, yes, the skins are good, but also, like, it...
Sure. No. That's not a problem. We can sort that out amongst ourselves once I actually
maybe
get
there's
started.
just like an updated version. Like I know Mocha has like some sort of like slightly more visible armor that also shows you little accents. I don't remember what pack that is.
We can discuss it as a family. But
Also, I didn't mention this.
Oh.
But when I was shooting at you,
Yeah.
Jun sent me a private message on Discord that said specifically kill Gata, teach him a lesson.
Jun, et tu. I can't believe this.
Junte.
I can't believe this. You monster. Well, joke's on you, Jun. I've learned nothing. Absolutely nothing. I have never learned a thing, and you can't make me. Mwahaha.
Why don't you sell food?
What do you mean?
I mean, you are farming at like an industrial scale by hand. Why don't you sell food? I mean, like just straight up, like not even necessarily like custom in your Ruby's stack. Why not just like
what I have found is that people do not actually want to order food from me. They would much rather just come to my farm, take it, replant it, and leave.
Isn't that what you have a shotgun for?
Yeah, but I'm also not online often enough for it to really matter. So I have to make decisions. It's much simpler for me to sell my bulk food for emeralds from villagers, and then turn those emeralds into something that's more useful, as opposed to trying to sell it to players directly. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
The trick is that I have yet to find something the villagers are selling that anyone else would want to buy for diamonds. Maybe like...
there's a few things.
Yeah.
Which I guess that's not. Well, there's stuff like there's who is it that makes glass?
Oh, true.
That's
Large amounts of glass would probably be useful. I'm trying to get my basic farms together, so like my leather farm, my chicken farm, all that kind of stuff, before I start working on villager breeding. But I do intend on building Godaland on the other side of that forest there, and having like a whole bunch of shops for exclusive farmer-themed merchandise.
I see.
But that's a future project. Darn. Every time I'm like, this is it. This is when I get the final durability on this hoe down, and then it's not, so. C'est la vie. C'est la vie. Alright, so it is getting late. Should probably zip up and deliver. At least I got an inventory full of shit. Alright, up we get. Up we get. There we go. Oh, thank you for redeeming the hydrate. I am running out of Sprite, so I'm gonna get some water after this.
Where's your item entry?
Oh, my item in? This is a work in progress. If you come around this way, my friend, you will note... Oh, this is really dark in here, actually. This is dangerous. This chest right here.
Okay.
Is it ideal? No.
No. But does it work?
Maybe.
We'll see. I also use the hydrate as an excuse to hydrate.
Alright.
I don't know, I tweeted at Streamlabs the other day, and I'm just hoping that they actually do respond, because that'd be cool.
Move, I'm gay. What were you tweeting them about?
Well, no, they were like, hey, we're feeling like giving away some stuff for people using the new monthly tipping. Make sure your tipping's on, drop your thing in the tags. And there's like 100 of us who did, so I'm like, my odds are pretty good.
How does that work? Like, have you gotten anyone to actually do the monthly tipping with you?
No, because I rarely have I had anyone tip me. The only person I think who ever tipped me was Mocha.
Oh, that reminds me.
Because it's just kind of like out of the basis, but the reason that tipping's good is because you have way lower percentage, and I think almost zero, I mean, other than the PayPal transaction fee.
Whoops.
Percentage taken out instead of the full Twitch 50%.
Right.
So that's the nice thing, but the monthly I think just works on the same way that like a PayPal subscription inbuilt service works.
Okay, all right.
Because it just charges you every month.
Okay, doke. Yeah, I'm low key looking to move away from Twitch subs, but like only if it will offer my audience some kind of comparable, you know?
Yeah, the problem is that it's just so functional.
It's so fucking functional that like not giving Bezos money is a lot more difficult than you would think.
Yeah, and it's inbuilt, and it gives people rewards that they like showing off, like the badges and stuff. Like, I'll admit, I like the badges. I mean, hell, I have the 10K badge in Raglan's chat, and I'm very proud.
Oh, hell yeah. Good for you.
It's dumb, because that is, there were way easier ways to get money to that guy.
Right.
But it's like, oh, shiny, it's red, yay.
You know, like Venmo. You could hire him to cut your lawn. There's always his nudes, you know. There's other ways.
Yeah, his feet pics.
His feet pics. Yeah, the Raglan, the classic Raglan feet pics. Like,
I evidently haven't been keeping up with my OnlyFans enough because my last fan kind of quietly left the other day.
Oh
and
no!
I'm sorry, I had work.
I'm sorry.
Oh, detective. They work like, they're just through PayPal.
Just through PayPal. So the monthly tipping, the monthly
that makes it a little easier.
The monthly
I mean,
tipping thing is just. All right.
You can use card, but it uses the PayPal API, I think. So I mean, it's trustable. Yes, absolutely.
Yeah, Streamlabs donation. Streamlabs takes a very small cut comparatively. Other places, like Twitch, will take up to 50% of the money you guys offer me. So, for example, like, Susie, you actually are, you already, are my patron. You already, for the $5 you give me, I get $4.50 of that. So, like, 50 cents to get it transferred into my actual account. Whereas, had you given $5 to me on Twitch, I would have gotten like a little under $2.50 after they include the charges for transferring to my bank. So with donating, the amount of money they take is like significantly cheaper than Twitch, is it?
Yeah, I mean, I think if you donate like $5, I get like $4.95 instead. Which is not even tolerable. It's actually preferable.
Right. Like everything.
There's a little accident here.
Yeah. And also a hole in the floor.
That too.
All right. I am going to start from this direction and start going in like so.
The unfortunate thing is I don't think you can't villagerize this, can you?
No, not anymore. You used to be able to. But ever since they had the villager update to include the workstations, it used to be that you could pump a farmer villager's inventory full of seeds so it could never pick up the wheat, and it would just forever be stuck in a recursive loop of harvesting and never being able to like get rid of the seeds fast enough to actually have an open inventory slot for the wheat. They changed that with the village and pillage update, I think, or the one before it, so that now villagers will empty out their inventories into their workstation. So in this case, the fucking the compact barrel or the compost barrel. So
you can still do the cylindrical variant, right?
The what now?
I did one. You can do like the little breeder variant, but like you can't just like do this field anymore, which is kind of a shame.
No.
This is why some of those technical mods have stuff like they have stuff like golems or whatever that'll let you like
yeah,
we'll do this little area for you. That was nice.
That is very nice. Alas, that would require us getting a mod loader someday. I actually
Alas,
the little golem mod, actually I had a little golem back on Eggshell Acres back in 1.12. He was a cute little guy. I miss him, honestly. Very helpful. Not very bright though.
Yeah. Well, you know, he can do his job. That's the important part.
That's the important part. Yeah. He was a member of the family.
We loved him just the same.
We loved him just
like a
the
son.
same. Mm-hmm.
That's why we named him Only Son.
Okay. Keep on digging. One of these days, when I have a little more free time for content creation, I would like to go back to a modded farming pack. I miss doing like modded stuff. I miss like immersive engineering. Oh, I loved immersive engineering. Good shit.
But I miss it too. But like when I last played mods, I think it was 1.6.5. So like when I last played mods, people didn't even, like Fabric wasn't even a thing.
It was forge or bust.
Forge or bust, bro. Forge or bust.
I mean, I've always been forge or bust. I've tried some Fabric mod packs. There's some good individual Fabric mods, and if you want to use them with, like, Optifine, like, Fabric's the way to go. But, like, it just doesn't have the same breadth of a mod library as Forge does.
Yeah, that's the unfortunate part. Which is a shame. And a lot of the great ones have kind of gone by the wayside, which is a shame. It's not to say that modding's dead. It's certainly not dead. I follow one guy who shows off nothing but like weekly mods, and there's so many good ones. But they're just for whatever reason the mod community just feels less alive. It's certainly not less alive. It just feels like it for some reason.
Well, first of all, Fabric showed up around the 1.16 era and started breaking the community in two. A lot of people were insistent that Fabric was going to be the way of the future and that Forge was dead, and that obviously didn't happen. There's room for both, but it meant that it splintered the community, and a lot of people are still very salty about anyone who wants to choose one mod loader over another. They both have their strengths and weaknesses, so it's about the content as opposed to like tribalism choosing a side. And then of course, when they announced they were going to be splitting 1.17 into 2 updates, a lot of modders had large arguments. I follow a lot of modders on Twitter. There was a lot of like social media arguments over how they should handle it going forward. Some people were like, we should always update to the newest version, which means 1.17. And others were like, well, 1.18 is basically just going to be all of 1.17, so why bother updating if we know there's going to be a new version to update to again come Christmas? So a lot of the big mods, like Vazkey and them, the Britannia guy, I don't know if you know Britannia,
I know Britannia.
Yeah. They're straight up not updating any of their content until 1.18 is out. They're focusing on keeping their 1.16 versions working properly. So oh, thank you for redeeming the stretch. You can't really see it, and I'm not going to turn the camera on because I am shirtless, and none of you get to see my nipples for free. I'm very sorry, but that's no. I'm fairly certain that's actually against Twitch TOS, but yeah, no, I'm stretching. Ooh, my back just popped. Ooh, that was a good one. Thank you. Big stretch. Okay. What Susie says, what am I paying you for then?
Sorry, I just read this. I just read it. It's a bulletin board for the County of Union, New Jersey, and it just says, take only photos, leave only footprints, kill only Tim. Please stay on the trails.
Kill only Tim. Kill only Tim.
Yeah, no, they're coming on for you.
I'm pretty certain that was supposed to be.
This is a cute little well.
Yes, it is. I used it like once. I'm planning on converting.
You've really got a handle on this, like whole rustic kind of style.
I mean, it is kind of my thing, you know.
Yeah.
It's kind of my thing. I'm planning on building I'm planning on building like a big old barn in that back corner, and getting some proper livestock going. Because right now I don't really have. I should make it a wishing well. Oh my god, that's such a good idea.
Yeah, you've got Ewen.
Well, no, Ewan's not Ewan's not livestock. Ewan's not livestock. Don't.
And then you got this cow right here.
There were 2.
And then a whole bunch of his brothers on the ground.
There were 2 cows down there at one point. Have I not shown you how this works?
By the way, do you know how much do you know, now that I've got it enchanted with freaking sharpness 5, do you know how much damage this one hatchet does in one strike?
How much damage does it do in one strike?
It can do 13 hearts of damage in one hit.
Jesus fuck.
That's non-critical.
Follow me.
That's why it's the Hatchet of War. God, I've got so many names for all my things, and then there's just Netherite Shovel.
Stand here.
Okay. Nice.
How did I kill them all? There we go.
Nice. And it doesn't kill the babies.
It doesn't kill the babies. Ta-da! I'm brilliant.
Smart.
Yes, thank you. Praise me more.
Here's my sword, Hand of the Devil. Here's my give me a second, just yeah, no you don't, Creeper.
No, you don't. No, you fucking don't.
See that? That's why it's nice to have the 13 damage done next.
Alright, woo, I'm gay.
But so there's the sword, which is the Hand of the Devil.
Mm-hmm.
There's my Fortune pick, which is just I have a problem. There's my Silk Touch pick, Twitch Mine. The Hatchet of War, the Lightbringer. Because I have exclusively spectral arrows. And then Netherite Shovel. He's doing his best.
They are hay bales. I do need to turn them to hay bales first. Crimson wood.
Oh, and of course,
they want me to get
here, I have a rod.
crimson
It just
wood.
says mending and it just says mending and lure 3 on it, and it's old rod.
Oh, that's kind of cute, actually. I like that.
In that's the cutest one. Like of all of them, that's the cutest one.
You can't redeem another hydrate. I think your limit on chicken time extends for all the buck redeems. That should not be correct. That should not be a thing. I will need to fix it, but I will hydrate just because. Thank you.
What kind of suspicious stew does he give?
I don't know, actually. I don't know.
Would you like me to test it?
Sure, go for it, my dude. I'm gonna drop
Can I
down and
borrow
get
an
the...
emerald?
Oh, there should be some rubies in one of the chests. Have fun.
Cool.
No, Tegan, one of those redeems is for you, silly. I will need to go and get some water in a hot minute, actually, because that was the last of my sprite. Alas, parting is such sweet sorrow.
There is some rubies and some chests.
There you go.
There it is. Yeah.
You have to manually put the rubies into the slot for it to work, though. You can't shift click.
Oh, he's got 2 suspicious stews. Great.
He do. Suspicious twos, no less. Ask him if he has any Himalayan rabbit.
Any Himalayan rabbit?
Yeah. If he has a Himalayan rabbit, get me one. Hell yeah.
Oh.
Good for you. Proud of you.
Okay, so I got the first and the second. The first one
Is... Drum roll, please.
weakness.
Ah, that's no good.
Second one is blindness.
Oh, boy.
Whoa. I might need to buy some of these off you, man.
I mean, sure, if you want. He can be your dealer. That's fine. If we got enough villagers together, because some of those stews do give positive effects, right?
Yes, not for long though.
Not for long. We could probably have like a roulette wheel kind of scenario with random stews in there. You put in an emerald and a stew pops out. People like gacha games, right?
Yeah.
We can call it good soup.
Well, I've considered that. I've been collecting a whole bunch of those mini blocks,
Yeah.
blocks, and I've been like, can I make a gacha game out of this?
You probably could, very much so, yeah. I wish there were a way to, like, keep a wandering trader to just, like, stay when they have really good trades, you know?
No, you gotta be on your game.
You really gotta be on your game with that. Which is a shame, but c'est la vie.
Good for you, c'est la vie.
Doesn't
That
quite...
doesn't rhyme nearly
No.
as well as I hoped.
No, it doesn't. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. But it just doesn't.
Yeah.
Hey, I wanted to ask you something.
Oh, God.
No, it's not bad. I'm just curious. Like, you don't have to tell me if you don't want to, like, spill your secrets or anything. But like, when you made this world, how did you do it? Was it like...
Why does everyone think I made it?
I mean, you were the first one here. You invited us here. So technically speaking, like, if anyone's going to be the creator figure, it would have been you.
Well, technically, Moko was here before I got here.
Really?
Yeah. They were just
Oh.
in the woods, like over there.
Okay. That's... I'm gonna level with you. I'm no expert, but I'm like 98% positive that backstory doesn't actually, like, check out. And I'm not sure if I'm worried more for, like... yeah? Oh.
Party!
Jungle juice.
Yeah.
Oh, this is terrible. This is
terrible.
This is absolutely the worst. Oh, thank you. Where the fuck did you go? Holy shit. You are invisible. What happened?
That's weird.
Like, you just completely disappeared. Are you still here? Oh, God, you are in the floor now. The fuck? Have you heard that audio on TikTok where it's like, you, my good friend, are tripping balls? Like, that's how I felt right then. I was like, oh, shit.
I have a red here on my screen. For some reason, in my inventory, I'm invisible. What the heck?
That's bizarre. But all right.
Oh, I shifted and it fixed it. What the hell? God, I love this game.
It's definitely something.
Guys are not an achievement called shooting a fish in a barrel.
You would think, actually. You would think they'd go for the low-hanging fruit like that. But no.
Ah, darn.
So I popped over to Raglan's stream shortly the other day. I saw you and Mocha were there. I saw that...
Was this the one where we were just hanging out doing good stuff, or this is the one where we were hanging out being idiots?
I didn't hang around long enough to tell the difference.
That's fair.
I noticed that you were all, like, digging. Has Raglan found a tutor for mining?
Oh, no, that was mostly them. I was just screwing around in the nether the entire time.
Oh, okay. All right. So you're of no assistance.
I don't know if Raglan has found a tutor for digging. I'd love to teach him the windmill method, but I don't think he would care.
What's the windmill method?
The windmill method is one of those things that, like, some guy in Japan figured out 7 years ago, and it's really good and pretty damn effective, but also, you gotta be very careful. Like, you gotta have a really good spatial awareness of how many blocks are going, what directions you're turning, which, if you can do that, it's very effective, but if it slows you down too much, then the speed it takes you to do it properly will countermand how fast it is.
All right, let's see if this is it.
If you're really bad at like the shuffle, you know what I'm talking about with cards. If you're really bad at that,
right,
then it's not worth doing. It's that.
Okay. Fair do.
The windmill method's very effective, but also, God, I've never looked at beetroots like this. This actually looks kind of nice.
Yeah?
The red just intermixed in the green.
Beetroot is one of those crops that, like, no one really thinks about. Like, they'll have a small patch of it, but no one tries to grow them en masse.
Well, because what is it good for? Red dye?
Yeah, that's pretty much it. Like, there are other food sources you can spend your time on. And also, they harvest they have a lesser yield than every other crop. Like, even wheat, you get more wheat per harvest than you get beetroot. Because beetroot is not like potatoes where you plant the beetroot back and that's the seed. It has its own seed item, and you tend to get significantly more seeds than you would ever need. It's literally just, I keep the beetroot itself, but I only harvest it because I can use the seeds for compost.
I see. What is it? Sorry, wait. I was just thinking.
Did it hurt?
About monopolies.
Oh, okay. We're back on capitalism.
Gosh darn it. Oh, I accidentally stepped on a beetroot.
As one does.
No, it's the fact that, like, so I have a monopoly, as far as I can tell, on bamboo. I got one for a wandering trader, and I very quickly harvested. The problem is no one really cares for bamboo, and you can't sell it in a way that maintains itself as a monopoly item, except for as scaffolding, which, as far as I can tell, I'm the only guy who uses.
Yeah, I've never been a scaffolding guy.
I really like scaffolding, but it's like, you know what everyone else is no. Like, I remember the first stream I ever did on here, Raglan the entire time was like, so, Ren, why scaffolding? It wasn't even on here. It was on before. He was just like, why scaffolding? I'm like, look, you can see what I'm using for it, but why is it better than these things? For a lot of reasons. Why? It's just like, but is it? Why?
You spend 10 years.
Scaffolding doesn't work.
You spend
But-
10 years using nerd poles out of various blocks you just have in your inventory, and suddenly Mojang comes around and says, oh no, we know how to do it better. It's like, guys, come on. Embrace tradition.
It is better, though. That's the problem.
Alright.
Embrace tradition. Become monk, eh?
Become monk. We need to get into a bed. Toot sweet.
Why do you keep saying toot sweet? Have
I-
you watched Shitty Shitty Bang Bang recently?
I don't know. I'm pretty sure it's a neurodivergent thing where, like, I'll hear a phrase and then it'll be like the thing that I say for like a week straight. Until someone points it out, I'm self-conscious now, so now I'll never say it again. Maybe once more for the kids. Toot sweet. There we go.
The kids. Yes.
Yes, for the kiddos. Once more for my legions of adoring fans.
Ow! Okay. I tried to exit through the window. Wasn't as cool as I thought it would be.
What window?
The window you have up there.
You shouldn't be able to enter or exit from that window. It's supposed to be sealed off.
Not
Oh.
that one.
Oh, there's a drowned. Hi, little guy. Hello. I don't have anything to really kill you. I have a hoe. Go away. Go away.
God damn it!
Oh,
Keep
you want to come use your...
breaking your crops.
It's fine. Don't even worry about it. You want to come use your cool-ass axe or sword or whatever to come kill this drowned for me?
What do you want? Axe or...
Oh, no. You do it. You decide. You do it. I want to watch. I want to watch the light drain from his eyes.
Alright. Get in the water so it summons him. Oh, come on.
Really? Really?
There's a trick with multi-shot where you can save the center bow, and I'm failing
Just
at it.
hit him, for crying out loud. There you go. You went on and
The
on
thing with
about your
multi-shot is
axe.
The thing with multi-shot is that you can say is that only the center bow arrow can get picked up. So as a result, if you hit something with the side arrow, you can actually still pick up the
Uh-huh.
you can still pick it up, so you don't waste any ammo. But it requires you being able to aim at a 15-degree angle.
So
Which
it's very much a trick
not-
shot.
Yeah, I'm not good at.
Mm-hmm.
There's a zombie around here somewhere.
Well, if you find it. I have not yet broken the hoe, but it will happen. There's literally no durability left in this fucker. So, it's gonna happen. It's gonna happen. I'll have to go get a bucket and start planting new crops just to make it happen. But, by God, it will happen. Alternatively, you know, Ren could start bouncing around off camera. Just a thought.
What?
Nothing.
Found it.
Oh
Oh god, creepers.
I'm sure they're fine. I don't know if there is a mod that would allow us to do that. You might be able to install it like client side. I have a few client. What was that?
I just told you, creeper.
Where are you?
Underground.
Oh my god, I heard the explosion. I couldn't tell if it was through the game or through your mic.
Oh yeah, bad. Oh, creeper. Oh god!
What?
The
Accident.
bat got in the way.
You got nana accidentally hit a bat underground. That's hilarious.
I hit it with the crossbow actually. It just got in the way.
Oh, give me 1 second. Brisket is causing problems.
What else is new?
Brisket. Give me that. Crisis averted. It's fine. On purpose? Oh, of course on purpose. Why would he ever do it any other way? I can't hear you right now, Ryan. Give me just 1 second. Okay, I'm back. Yeah, no. The issue would be it couldn't be a Forge mod. You would have to play it with a Fabric mod. Client side, I don't know, like, 'cause we're not going to be able to install.
Oh, God.
Yes?
Nothing. I'm doing perfectly fine. Why do you ask?
Did you call for a deity or did you yell my name? Jesus Christ, man! What are you doing down there?
Well, turns out, I dug from one cave. I have found some iron at the end. I dug into it. There's another cave.
Okay. And the explosions are because of...
I think you can work out the math on that one yourself.
Could you not, like, cause a sinkhole underneath my wheat fields? Thanks. I would
No
have...
promises.
Oh, God. I would appreciate my wheat remaining on the Y level I planted it. Thanks. Alright. I need to dump the seed into the composter. Jesus Christ! How many creepers are down there? What are you doing? All I hear are explosions!
Yeah, that's because that's all that's happening.
Jesus Christ! Alright, let's get the beetroot. And then head back up to the cloud storage to take a look-see at all of the goodies we have thus far amassed. There we go.
Oh, found a second opening.
Like I was mentioning earlier, the good thing about beetroot, pretty much the only good thing about beetroot, is that the amount of seed you get from it kind of low-key surpasses the actual amount of vegetable you get, which does mean it's really good for composting. But if you're gonna plant anything for composting purposes, you may as well just be doing wheat. Honestly,
I just do cactus.
Cactus is also pretty good, but you have to like know how to
auto farm.
You gotta know how to spread the cactus out to get the maximum yield for that.
Gotta know how to spread out your cactus accurately.
Exactly, exactly.
I know how it works. I know how this industry works.
You know how this works. You weren't born yesterday. Were you?
No, Ren. No, Ren. Don't make the joke.
Ren.
I was not born yesterday. Don't you dare put that down as lore. You've known me for longer than yesterday.
I mean, I don't know. We could be doing a Groundhog Day recursion kind of dealio. How would I know?
Oh, and it's only Groundhog Day for me?
I mean, I don't know. Maybe you're the one that needs to learn a life lesson about loving yourself.
I definitely don't.
Okay. Why don't I have any sugar cane? That's a very good
skipped out on
question.
that lesson. Wanted to save myself the hours, went for another history class instead.
We are going to break this hoe. One way or another. Every time I'm like, this is it. This is the final swipe, and then it isn't. Diamond hose, surprisingly.
Things gotta says out of context.
I will break this hoe. Yikes. Oh boy. This is a family.
I'm glad you reset it and then thought about it.
This is a Christian Minecraft server. Oh boy, that's a little too. If anything, I'm the hoe getting broken, but... What? I didn't say that live on twitch.tv. And I definitely won't regret it in the morning. Ren left Ren left the cave. Well, that's fair. That's fair. Welcome back.
Hi. Let's see. By the way, you're welcome.
Alright. I don't have a ton of space left in my inventory. Let's see how much we can collect before it becomes a problem. Well, we don't have much space left on top of the Beetroot Hill anywho, so it's probably okay.
Yep, that was Renegade's extermination service, the solution to all your past problems.
I appreciate that, but also, what was with all the explosions?
What? Okay. Here's the thing. One of the mobs in this game explodes.
Yeah, but you're not supposed to set them off.
Yeah, that's easier said than done.
I suppose.
These are my potatoes. I brought them.
Sure you did. Alright. Okay. So let
My own
us...
stream starts in about 30 minutes.
Was that now?
My own stream starts in about 30 minutes.
Oh shit, I can keep going for 30 minutes and then we can immediately transfer over to yours if you'd like.
Oh, that would be gracious.
Thank
you so much.
Will not be able to like join your stream for like content creation. I will need to go to bed in 30 minutes. But we can definitely...
It's on hardcore, so yeah.
Huh?
It's switching over to the hardcore.
Oh, so I won't be... So what you're saying is I'm not invited anyway? I see how it is.
They're so... fine.
How much, not to like poke and prod, but do you have like a time frame on for how much longer you'll be doing the hardcore, or is it until you die?
That's the idea with hardcore.
I mean, yeah, but is it like some people will actually like survive to a predetermined goal and then they say that's it, that's the show.
Nope, I'm gonna keep going until I die.
All right, fair due.
I'm about to hit day, what is it? About to hit day 250.
Congratulations. Proud of you.
And I've done basically nothing. There's so much more to do.
I mean, that is Minecraft. It's mostly large amounts of grinding. Oh, I did not want
but we
to.
love it for it.
We do love it for it. Where is all the hay going? I think I fucked this up.
Where's all the hay gone? Sorry, Hagon just sounds like some sort of Lovecraftian demon.
Alright, bye Tegan. Feel better.
Bye Tegan, survive.
Survive or else.
I used to think that, I don't know why, but that gave me like the vibes of, I used to think that sharks were my friends. I know better now.
Yeah.
I can't do the deep thing he does. Ugh.
Mm-hmm.
God, it's so funny.
It's good though.
It's so funny. I know better now. I can't even hit that tone right now for some reason. All right, let's see. I gotta punch one bow. Oh, I was just killing skeletons, right?
Alrighty then. So let's make a whole bunch of hay. And let's see how much of everything we have. So dirt.
This chicken farm used to be more effective back in the day.
Yeah, it really did. But you know, it's very much a sit and let it run kind of dealio. Oh, we've actually completely made one full large chest of carrots. Hell yeah.
I'm gonna go get some stuff prepared for stream.
Oh, potatoes. Beetroots
See you in a
coming
bit.
in.
Thank you for letting me join, Gata.
Okie doke. I'll talk to you later. See you later, Ren.
Toodles.
Bye.
Bye.
There we go. We'll keep streaming until we hit 9 o'clock so we can transfer over to Ren's stream. I won't be able to hang out. My beautiful wife will demand my presence in bed by that point. But at the very least, for those of you who still want to hang out, you can spend some time with Ren. Ren's a cool chap. Ren's a good fella. Alright. Where are the eggs? Here we are. Egg. Ren is good, boo-boo. I agree. I agree. Alright. I am going to turn this diamond hoe into a not diamond hoe anymore. So let's grab some chests, some buckets rather. Boop, and boop. And we are going to do a little bit of expansion over this away. We're gonna undiamond this hoe. Damn straight. Damn skippy we are. Alright. So, 1, 2, 3, 4. Bop. 1, 2, 3, 4. Bop. We dig 2 down. Water. Come on. Come on. There's literally no, like, literally, look. Oh, Ren cheered! Oh, thank you, Ren. That's so sweet of you. You get a jolly jangle of the cheer bell. Thank you. Howdy, blonde bandits. Welcome to the stream. Welcome to the stream. We are milliseconds away from completely depleting this diamond hoe. I want that achievement. So we are expanding our carrot fields ever so slightly, and hopefully depleting this diamond hoe. There we go. We did it. Well, I gotta. What? Hold on. What? +1 farmer's badge with 100 experience. What's a farmer? Hold on. Oh, farmer's badge. For the continued work you've put out there, take this reward. Awarded for achieving serious dedication. I got a badge. Oh, I didn't even know this was a thing. Oh, I am so happy. Look, oh, it's shiny. Oh, I am gonna pin this. I'm gonna pin this to my my overalls, and I'm never gonna take it off. I'm literally, oh man. I got a farmer's badge, guys. I'm so happy. Ah! All right, well, hot diggity damn. It's a very cute achievement plugin. Yeah, I like it a lot. It really helps set the mood for some stuff, you know? It really lets you get into that mindset of just like enjoying the game. Put that on the creeper barrel wall. You're right. It absolutely must be on the wall of the creeper barrel. Oh my gosh. We're going there immediately. Fuck this farm. We're immediately going to the creeper barrel and we're putting it on the wall. Pardon us, Ewan. But hello, blonde bandits. How are you doing today? We have been doing some basic maintenance around the farm. This tree is still floating, but whatever. And we've been working on collecting resources for sale in our very first server shop, the Creeper Barrel, which is kind of like a gift store / restaurant location. We have a lot of good farm stuff for sale, but we're still missing a decent amount of stock before we can really open up to the public. There we go. Let's head back to Spawn Town, back to Jericho, in order to put this farmer's badge, I get a farmer's badge, on the wall. Alright, here we are. During the week, I think what I want to focus on before we stream next is getting this entrance more entrancey and less hole in the wall. You know what I mean? Like, there's got to be a better way of letting people know that I'm here. Alright, so here is the creeper barrel. Let's head on in. And where... I guess... up here? Ah, yes. Wonderful. Wonderful. I'm just so happy. I'm just so happy. I have earned this. I've earned this. Golly gee. Alright. Has anyone... No. Ren did not buy anything from me. What a shame. What a shame. What about... Honestly, yeah. The rows we all go... Oh, that's true. I could just go through my shit and find random things to put on the wall. But I'm not going to constantly go back and forth for that. But yeah, no, there's a lot of good stuff that I could, like, decorate the... Oh, hello, fish. The walls of the creeper barrel with. But part of me also wants to save some of that for the guild hall, which is another thing that I gotta start building at some point soon, is the guild hall. I definitely want to have a more stable location for all of us to, like, turn in quests and whatnot. Okie doke. So what have we accomplished so far today? We hung out with Ren. We restocked, partially restocked the creeper barrel. Oh no, here's my curse of vanishing hoe. I thought for sure that I'd lost that. Oh well. Alright. This is all stone. There's some pork chops in there. I'll take that, actually. I could use some pork chops. We harvested the fields. We got... Actually, you know what? One thing we could probably sell at the creeper barrel that everyone would go gaga for is copious amounts of bone meal. I definitely have copious amounts of bone meal. From the large amount of composting that I do on a regular basis. Let's see, how much bone meal do I have? Yeah, that's a decent amount of bone meal, I think. We need to have a better way of doing this. There we go. Oh, actually, what am I talking about? I have a better way of doing this. If I were to break this... Oh, ho, ho, ho! And then put this back. There we go. I mean, now I'm stuck down here with the cow, but aside from that, it's perfect. Just need to, like, somehow. There we go. There we go. How are we doing on leather? Because leather is where my stopgap is. Only 2? It's not great. I'm gonna do something real quick. Can I go to... No, Raglan's not online. I was gonna ping Raglan on Discord and be like, yo, can I steal your cows? But nah. But nah. What a beautiful night it is. What a beautiful summer's night. It's just starting to get a little bit nipply as the first chill of fall starts to set in. Let me actually put this in here. So next time someone mails me something, they can put it on the outside. Hop up here, go to sleep. Alright, we have another 15 minutes to kill before Ren goes live. What should we do in that time? What can we do in that time? What needs to be done in that time? We already harvested the fields. We already bred as many animals as we possibly could. A bit nipply? A bit, yeah, no, it is a bit nipply. We should honestly get you in, like, a dog house of some sorts. Not because you're a dog, but because you need a... I do not have a name tag, therefore I cannot do such things. Oh, I know what we can do. We have a package that we never opened over here. Raglan was kind enough to give us a gift. Gotta, I figure you might be into homebrew. Prince Raglan. Oh, that's right, the brewing stand. Hell yeah, hell yeah, hell yeah. I don't know how to use it, but we certainly have it. We can put it in the house somewhere. Name the axolotl with a bucket. Alright, well, where's the axolotl? Herbert? Herbert, darling. I have been told you must go into the bucket. Herbert? Herbert? There you are, Herbert, darling. Alright, get some water. And then... a bucket of axolotl. What a cute little guy he is. Come with me, Herbert. We are going to rename you. Or I guess just name you, considering. Alright. Here we are. A bucket of axolotl. We shall rename him Herbert. Hooray! And then we go and replace him. I wonder if we can bucket the villager. No, we can't do that. Get in the bucket, Joe. My name isn't Joe. It will be. Alright, Herbert. Into your home. Yay! He's named Herbert! Woo! What a good little guy you are, Herbert. I love you. Beep. You're so cute. Get in the water, buddy. There you go, pal. Good little guy. And off he swims. I love all of my little animal friends. Except them. They're for slaughter. They're not my friends. They're my food. Let's see here. We need to add on a little building for Ewan. So I think what I want to do is go get some supplies and map out what exactly we need to build a little house for our good friend Ewan. Alright, up we get. Let's see, I'm going to want... We have some acacia. There should be a bunch of copper about. Here's some copper. I'm hoping for copper blocks in one of these chests. Copper ingot, rubies. Whoops, that's not correct. Here we are. A block of copper, some cut copper. I think we're gonna have to go collect some more resources. Because I do want to use... Oh, here we go. I thought I had a whole bunch. Okay, what other building blocks do I have? I have an oak door. Some spruce logs there. More acacia. Oak stairs. Oak planks. Some ladders. I'm just throwing things into my chest and seeing what the fuck comes out. And then, of course, we can use the, get some azalea leaves for decoration. I like that. A moss block. That's useful. Some actual azalea. And some rooted dirt. Okay. And then we'll grab some tools. And we will go get started. Let me grab a bit more wood. I'm going to get more oak wood. I'm going to have to do a tree chopping down session one of these days. Alright, so the style of this house is steampunk windmill. So what can we build next door? That is... Oh, hello there! Hello there, my friend! How are you today? Do you have anything to trade with me? Let's see what you got. Warp Nilium, block of raw copper, prismarine, fire coral, gold, concrete, redstone lamp. Oh, I do have tiny gravel, block of raw gold, tiny bee nest. Tiny bee nest would be cute if I had a bee nest to give him. I don't... Tiny ancient debris. Good sir. Tiny bricks. Oxeye daisy, melon seeds, cactus. Packed ice. Packed ice is probably useful, but I don't think I have the emeralds for that right now. Sorry, my friend, but alas, I do not have anything for you. Thank you for the offer, though. Alright. Let's knock this down. What can we build as an attachment to the existing structure that would fit on our current theme? What I think we could do is have like a half moon circle that looks kind of like we've embedded a wheel into the ground, and then use fence posts to like patch over the two. And then on the top, we could have some platforms, some copper platforms with stairs that allow me to access them on top. So how would we do that? We definitely need more oak. Do I want oak logs though? I think let's try some oak logs for right now. Yeah, let's try that. Let's try that. So, how would I want this to connect? I don't think I would, you know? I think I want it to be a separate structure, and then we'll add more onto it in the middle. So let's say that one corner piece is here. Okay? Then we go like this. And then like this. Okay, a solid start. Or maybe we should do up one. Do we have any dirt? I have rooted dirt, but not like dirt. I do have ladders though. Hup. Alright, then we go up one, and then like this. Okay. So, like that. And then I think we should do a corner bit. Like so. And then continue. This is much taller than I expected it would be. Let me see how it looks. That is much taller than I expected it would be, if I'm being honest. And I don't think it looks very wheel-like. Huh. No, I don't think I like that. Don't think I like that. Maybe I'll stick with using slabs? Nope, there goes that axe. Alas. It's not a thing. That's not a thing. This may require a little more thought than I was initially going to put into it. Which is fine. It gives me something to do over the next week or so. Figuring out what kind of space I want to build for Ewan. Here we go. Grab this. Oh, look at that sunset. Look at that beautiful sunset. Stare directly into it. Don't worry, it's fine. Trust me, I'm a farmer. We've done a lot of progress on this farm, haven't we? Like, I feel like I don't play on this server as often as I ought to, considering I'm a content creator. But I mean, we've got a nice little thing going, I think. Yeah. I'm kind of proud of this place, you know? I have an arrow in my hand. Oh, man. It needs a few more things. Oh, hey, Estelle. Thank you for the subscription. You get a jolly jangle of a cheer bell. Ahem. Thank you. Oh, shit. Oh, shit. Marley. Thank you for the gift sub. I didn't even realize that was you. Thank you so much. I will also give you a jolly jangle of the cheer bell once I am properly in my bed. Ahem. Thank you. Whoops. And I'm spamming the number 4 in chat because of course I am. All right. There we go. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. Oh shit, another one. Holy fuck. Another one for Redemption VTuber. Hold on, I gotta get somewhere safe. Thank you. Thank you so much. That's so generous of you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Brisket, please, we're having a moment over here. Can you not? Brisket says, "No, father, I must. I'm a kitty on the edge." All right. I think I want to do like this. Okay, it's a little thicker than I anticipated it being. Well, now this is too low. It's the opposite problem. I want it to have a nice curve to it, but how can I do that? How can I do that in the scale that I'm building in? Putting curves in Minecraft is already, like, a problem, you know? Hold on. Hold the phone. I might have something here. And then I put a full block here. No. I put a slab there. And then a full block there. And, oh, I'm standing in the fireplace. That's not smart of me. Oh, man. No, that also doesn't do it. I think what I'm going to have to do is literally just... Well, hold on. No, that's not. Maybe? Perhaps? If I had an axe available, it would be a lot faster. Why do I do this to myself? I love this game, but I hate this game. But I love this game, but I hate this game. No, this is absolutely abysmal. I will have to do some research into doing curves in Minecraft, and I will come back next week, and we will build Ewan his own little home away from home up here at that point in time. I'll also probably make a whole bunch of axes, and we'll go find a forest with some specialty wood and just chop down a shit ton of it. Just a metric shit ton of the stuff. Alright, well that's probably going to do it for us tonight, guys. I'm going to switch over to the credits section, and we'll wrap this whole thing up, alright? All right. And, there we go. All right, guys. Thank you very much for watching. I hope you all had a wonderful time. Our schedule for the next weekend, this weekend, is going to be as follows. Tomorrow at 6 a.m. Eastern Time, yes, you heard me right, we are going to have our IRL coffee chat. I might mow the lawn. It was kind of dry today, so as long as it doesn't rain during the night, I will put on my galoshes and sun hat, and we will go out, and you can watch me mow my lawn. That'll be fun, right? Right? Yeah, that'll definitely be fun. Sunday, we are going to be playing some more Luigi's Mansion. We are on the 3rd floor. I don't think we have terribly too much of the game left. I'm thinking 1, maybe 2 streams left until we completed the game entirely. So look forward to that. Let me think if there's anything I wanted to tell you guys about. If you were not here on Wednesday, we streamed on YouTube as part of the hashtag Day Off Twitch protest. And I did some prep for my Mario tabletop role-playing game that I'm running for some friends personally. If you wanted to go back and watch that, that is currently available on YouTube. You can also watch all of my previous streams. We archive them over there. I believe if I type into chat, YouTube, there we go. Yeah, watch my archive on YouTube. There you go. As always, you can follow me on Twitter to find out when I'm streaming next. You can join us on the Discord to get up-to-date information. I always talk to the Discord before I post anywhere else. What else do I have that I can shill? You can follow me on Patreon. You can support me there. If you are a subscriber at the $5 level or higher across any of my fundraising efforts, whether you're a donator, a Twitch subscriber, or a patron at the $5 level or higher, you have access to the Hen House, which is an exclusive channel in my Discord group where I post all my work in progress stuff. They recently got some interesting stuff on my tabletop role-playing game updates. So if you are interested in seeing what I'm planning to do for that with the channel, you can definitely take a look, see in there. Once we finish watching all of the credits, we are going to raid Renegade Mercury, who is playing hardcore Minecraft. I can go ahead and type it in, actually. Renegade Mercury. Oh, that's not correct. It's /raid. There we go. So we'll get that ready. I hope you guys had a good night. I had a good time. And I will see you guys soon. We just gotta wait for the credits to finish rolling, and then we can go. I could stand to have this go a little quicker now that I think about it, especially considering that I keep adding shit to it. So how about them Mets? I don't know what sports are. There was a football balloon in my break room today, so I'm like, did a football happen? Is there a football today? Is that what's going on? I got cheese sticks out of it, so I can't complain. Yeah. So oh, thank God it's over. I'll see you guys later. I'm just gonna go now. Yeah. Bye.